taking ceremony venue. Remember, he's a Himachal boy, but he studied in Patna, studied at the St. Xavier's School, then did his BA from the Patna College, Patna University, and LLB later from Himachal Pradesh. So he spent a lot of time, thinks of him, has lots of stories to tell about his time in school and college on the streets of Patna and the student politics he did over there. Also pay attention to who's not there. Home Minister Amit Shah isn't there. That's the uncle of Chirag Paswan, Pashupati Paras, who is officially in charge of the Lok Jan Shakti Party. Rajdeep, I met him on the flight to Ayodhya. He was sitting right next to where we were. And he said, I said, so how are you going? Nobody from the government seems to be invited. He said, well, I'm in charge of the LJP. The interesting thing is it's Chirag Paswan who flew with Nadda on the charter to Patna. They will have to fix that out, because when I asked him, can there be a rapprochement? He says, no way. No way can there be a rapprochement.
But what option does a Chirag Paswan have? And again, I think what the BJP is doing, as I call it, pragmatic politics. Even if the 3-4% that Chirag Paswan brings to the table, and I think they've recognized that he, not his uncle, is the one who's taking forward his father's legacy, bring him along. Jitin Ram Majhi formed the Hindustan Awam Morcha, broke with Nitish Kumar. He too is one of his ministers, will be part of this government. So the BJP wants to create an umbrella coalition of the kind they created in 2019, that won 39 out of the 40 seats in Bihar, and just repeat that process and somehow or the other marginalize the Mahagathbandhan. I think there are two winners today. One, of course, is Nitish Kumar, because Jo Jeeta Wo Sikandar. The other, interestingly, in a strange way, I think, is going to be Tejasvi Yadav. Because Tejasvi Yadav will now become the sole occupant of the opposition space. And there is a substantial opposition space.
No, but if it's just 35%, that's not enough. Look at the rainbow coalition they've got on the other side. Rajendra Arlekar is here, governor of Bihar. In a few moments from now, he'll begin administering the oath of office, and as is often the case in Bihar, things are quite chaotic. They're noisy and chaotic, and Rajendra Arlekar will just begin administering the oath of office. But Rajdeep, just the Muslims and the Yadavs and some EBCs aren't enough. Tejasvi becomes leader only if, like Nitish, he can get the backward caste apart from just the Muslims and the Yadavs.
You're right. With one caveat, I think this step eventually in the next 18 months, and I think the BJP also knows it, is leading to the withering away of the JDU. The JDU is going to be a sharply declining force, and eventually elections in Bihar will become more and more bipolar. RJD plus whoever they have on their side, including some JDU MLAs who by the next election may well switch to the RJD, some of them from EBCs, and the BJP. You see, remember, Rahul, BJP, this is the only state where the BJP has never led the government. BJP has not had a single, in North India, in the Hindi heartland, Bihar is the only state where there has been no BJP-led government. So the BJP is also is using Nitish in the hope that eventually we capture the entire JDU base and we become #1 party. They've tried it in the past, it's not worked. But my sense is every palti that Nitish Kumar makes diminishes him to the point where he will eventually become irrelevant, and you will have politics maybe by 2025.
He has no succession plan in the Janata.
No succession plan, nothing. The party, some will go to the BJP, some will go to the RJD. Prashant Kishore will look at this possibly as an opportunity to emerge. It may take time, but as a third force. I think Bihar is ready, Rahul, after 30 years of this Lalu Nitish duopoly, for possibly some alternative.
There he is, Nitish Babu, back on stage for the 9th time. He's looking happy, Rajdeep. You know, he's happiest when he's just broken off in one relationship and just about to join the other. He looked relieved. Last several weeks when we've been seeing him, he's had a scowl, he's been frowning, he's been looking grumpy and unhappy. This is when he's happiest. Recently divorced, about to get married.
Absolutely, you know, and I think it is a remark. You know, he's a remarkable survivor of Indian politics. He should write a book to tell us the art of survival. But let's listen in.
मैं विधि द्वारा स्थापित भारत के संविधान के प्रति सच्ची श्रद्धा और निष्ठा रखूंगा। मैं भारत की प्रभुता और अखंडता अक्षुण्ण रखूंगा। मैं बिहार राज्य के मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में अपने कर्तव्यों का श्रद्धापूर्वक और शुद्ध अंतःकरण से निर्वहन करूंगा तथा मैं भय या पक्षपात, अनुराग या द्वेष के बिना सभी प्रकार के लोगों के प्रति संविधान और विधि के अनुसार न्याय करूंगा। मैं नीतीश कुमार सत्यनिष्ठा से प्रतिज्ञान करता हूं कि जो विषय बिहार राज्य के मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में मेरे विचार के लिए लाया जाएगा अथवा मुझे ज्ञात होगा और किसी व्यक्ति या व्यक्तियों को सबसे सिवाय, जबकि ऐसे मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में अनेक कर्तव्यों के सम्यक निर्वहन के लिए ऐसा करना अपेक्षित होगा, मैं प्रत्यक्ष अथवा अप्रत्यक्ष रूप से संसूचित या प्रकट नहीं करूंगा।
Nitish Kumar, when you're being sworn in for the 9th time, I wonder whether you get a new bandgala or you say purana wala nikalna. There's no time to get another one, and who knows, you may be back again.
Rahul, it's not just 9. It's the 3rd time in the last 3 years. And that, I think, is some kind of a record. I've been trying to look.
Sabka saath, sabka vikas.
That's right.
In the truest sense of the word.
Can anyone in the same term, Devendra Fadnavis, for example, has been sworn in as Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister over the last 3 years. That's different posts. Here, the same individual is being sworn in as Chief Minister in 3 different formations within the space of 3 years. That surely must be some kind of a record in Indian politics.
But the other thing is, Lalu Yadav is seen as the political joker of sorts in Bihar. He has this jestful kind of image, and people think, okay, he can do some jokery. Actually, it is Nitish Kumar who's done all these stunts. Lalu, to his credit for what it's worth, has stuck true to his ideological convictions. Whereas it's Nitish Kumar who, during his college, university politics and in his initial years in politics, tried to convey a more sober image. He's the one who's been more playful.
Absolutely. Even his mentor, George Fernandes, was eventually seemingly isolated, marginalized by Nitish Kumar.
Sharad Yadav, he does the same to everyone.
Sharad Yadav, in fact, was someone, an old JDU leader was telling me that Nitish would, saw Sharad Yadav as an early mentor. But Sharad Yadav was eventually isolated or driven out. So was George Fernandes was marginalized. Nitish Kumar has had this history of betraying a number of people, but he survives. The others lose out, and he continues in that post. How many people could say that with 15% of the vote, getting 40-45 seats out of 240, you still remain the Chief Minister of a state? That doesn't happen too often.
Now the other ministers will be sworn in.
निम्नांकित व्यक्तियों को बिहार राज्य का मंत्री एवं मंत्रिपरिषद का सदस्य नियुक्त करते हैं। श्री सम्राट चौधरी।
Sworn in. Massive round of applause there. He's a Kushwaha leader coming from the Kori caste. He's the effort that the BJP was making as a counterfoil to Nitish Kumar. Comes from a politically influential family. He went on record to say, I won't take off my saffron pagdi till the time I dislodge Nitish Kumar as Chief Minister. I wonder whether he has that pagdi on or off.
No, the pagdi is very much on. We saw him a few minutes ago, and his pagdi is very much on. And that, in a way, I think reveals also the BJP's change in strategy. You will recall, Rahul, in the first 10 years when Nitish was in power, his Deputy Chief Minister was Sushil Kumar Modi, with whom Nitish had an excellent relationship. And Sushil Kumar Modi was happy to pay subordinate role to a Nitish Kumar. Now with Samrat Chaudhary, you've got someone who's taken on Nitish Kumar in the assembly, outside the assembly, directly attacked him. Moment you bring in a Samrat Chaudhary as your Deputy Chief Minister, I think the BJP is sending out a message, yes, we're making Nitish Kumar the Chief Minister, but our core members who've taken Nitish Kumar will now work under with Nitish Kumar, and they will, in a sense, become the face of the BJP for the future. So you're seeing potentially a future face of the BJP in Bihar, in Samrat Chaudhary. He carries that aura, that charisma. He's someone who's willing to take the battle, as it were, into the enemy camp. So interesting, the shift from a Sushil Kumar to a Modi to a Samrat Chaudhary.
Also keep in mind that Samrat Chaudhary joined the BJP only 6 years ago. So he was earlier with the Janata Dal United, he'd been with the RJD.
That's right.
He's just come. So like was the case in Assam, where they brought in a Himanta Biswa Sarma, made him Chief Minister. Before him, Sarbandar Sonowal was Chief Minister, who was again an import from Assam student politics. Samrat Chaudhary also, because he has the right caste and community, is actually an import who's been given the pride of place rather than one of their long-time stalwarts.
That plus, as I said, I think the fact that the BJP has realized that we cannot be now in a Nitish Kumar government when Nitish Kumar calls the shots. You see, when Sushil Modi was Deputy Chief Minister, those 10 years were seen as the years where the BJP was content playing a secondary role. The BJP almost has twice as many MLAs as JDU has in Bihar. The BJP, ironically, this time, as in Maharashtra, is playing, is not getting the Chief Minister's post, even though they have more MLAs than the allies. But they will make sure now, with a Fadnavis in Maharashtra and a Samrat Chaudhary in Bihar, that the BJP calls the shots now.
In the last N.D.A. government, Samrat Chaudhary was the Panchayati Raj Minister. Panchayati Raj Minister in the last N.D.A. government under Nitish Kumar. He was Minister in the Rabdi Devi government from 2000 till she was voted out of power. So he's won 2 terms in the Bihar Assembly from Parvata. And these were on an RJD ticket. So here's a man who's really been, as the Ganga traverses through Bihar, he's been on different islands, whether it's the RJD, the JDU, and now the BJP, and also the pragmatism of the BJP to accept somebody who's a rank outsider.
You see, that's the thing, the difference between the BJP, I think, of the of the Modi-Shah era compared to the Advani-Vajpayee era. Advani-Vajpayee era was about emotion. Sushil Kumar Modi had been a student leader, had fought for years. You know, he was seen as the face of the BJP. We are going to take him, make him Deputy Chief Minister. With Samrat Chaudhary, we've got someone who's come in from the outside, JDU, RJD, but we have no problem making him our face because we think he can deliver Bihar for us in the future. I think it's that pragmatism and that, that ends matter, the means don't. Maybe Nitish Kumar has attacked us over the last few months. So what? Today we need him to win 2024.
Interesting nugget. Samrat Chaudhary's father, Shakuni Chaudhary, was actually a close associate of Lalu Prasad Yadav.
And I knew him
one of the founding members of the Samta party. So there is some history there. He's gone and sat. And remember now these two gentlemen, especially Samrat, has been gunning for Nitish Kumar at every single opportunity.
That's that's going to be interesting. The two of them are, it was very, even in the car that drove to the Raj Bhavan, Samrat Chaudhary was sitting in the front seat and Nitish Kumar in the back seat. It was almost as if, Nitish Kumar will now eventually have to accept a subordinate role at some stage to Samrat Chaudhary. Imagine someone who's in the floor of the assembly said virtually said the most derogatory words used to you, saying Nitish is mentally unfit, he should be put in a hospital, is now your Deputy Chief Minister. I think there's a messaging there. BJP is taking Nitish Kumar, but on their terms.
This is the RSS blue blood. Vijay Kumar Sinha. He's a Bhumihar leader. He's been leader of the opposition so far in the Bihar Assembly. He's been member from Lakhisarai from 2005. Was Speaker of the Bihar Legislative Assembly in 2022. He resigned after the no confidence motion. He comes from the genuine Sangh Parivar. So unlike Samrat Chaudhary, who's an import from the outside, Vijay Sinha is the new generation of the BJP. Like you've seen Mohan Yadav being projected in Madhya Pradesh, Vijay Sinha is the leader who was groomed from within and brought out. Now whether he's up to the task, the last two they had, Tarakeshwar and Ms. Devi, didn't do well enough. So the last two deputy CMs turned out not so bright. Now let's see whether the new deputy CMs can do better.
You see, there's a generational shift taking place in the BJP in Bihar. You will remember for the longest time it wasn't just Sushil Kumar Modi. There was Ravi Shankar Prasad, there was Ashwini Chaubey, there was Rajiv Pratap Rudy, some of whom are there as members of parliament, but none of them are anymore the face of the party. The face of the party is now people whom they think can become leaders for the next 10-20 years. So in Bihar, what you're seeing in Vijay Sinha and in Samrat Chaudhary is a generational change. Also, you're right, Renu Devi, for example, many expected her to continue as a
but
Deputy
she didn't
Chief
do a good
Minister.
enough job. They tried her out, didn't work out,
Because
so she's out.
they don't want anyone now who's subordinated to Nitish. I think that's very clear. This arrangement is very different, Rahul, to any previous JDU BJP arrangement. The terms of the power arrangement are different. Now the BJP runs the show. Not just backseat driving, but dare I say possibly even front seat driving. Nitish is just the face. They will use the next 18 months leading up to 2025 November to strengthen the BJP, weaken Nitish Kumar to the point where he becomes almost irrelevant.
But he surely knows that. So if he's done that...
What option? You see, I think Nitish Kumar, as I said, wanted to be on the winning side. The fear that Nitish Kumar had, Rahul, when he left the BJP 2 years ago was that people close to him, that there was an Eknath Shinde being created in RCN Singh and that his government would fall. That's why he was afraid and that's why he went to the RJD. Now he realizes if Mr. Modi comes back with 300 plus seats in 2024, mera kya hoga? So he's going back to the BJP.
This is Janata Dal United leader Vijay Kumar Chaudhary, very close to Nitish Kumar. He's coming in, 66-year-old. He comes from Samastipur, where he won from the Saraiganj Assembly constituency. In the last government, he was in charge of several important portfolios, including finance, commerce, and legislative matters. So Vijay Kumar Chaudhary. And it was interesting how the JDU was split between the likes of Lalan Singh, who were seen as being closer to Lalu and the RJD, and the likes of Vijay Kumar Chaudhary, Sanjay Jha, and the others who were closer to the BJP.
That's right. You see, the JDU, Rahul, is now a party which is Nitish and a few around him. I mentioned Mr. Chaudhary from the Congress, was the leader of the Congress, and Sanjay Jha. These are the two people calling the shots today in the JDU. Even Nitish sort of almost listens to them more than to, and there are a couple of bureaucrats who run the show for him. So Nitish Kumar earlier, the JDU was a relatively powerful party, had a strong EBC support, had leaders from Nitish's own Kurmi community, plus those who'd been part of his old socialist movement. One by one, all of them have drifted away, and Nitish Kumar is left, I think, with a little rump. The only advantage he brings to the table, he still has 10 to 12% vote, and therefore when you have two parties with just 30% each, the RJD and the BJP, they need that 10 to 12% to take them over 40-45%. That's exactly why the BJP has brought him back. I think the BJP realizes Nitish could ensure a complete sweep for them like 2019, or at least get them 30 plus seats and thereby limit the damage.
Vijay Chaudhary used to be in the Congress, and when he left, it was felt that he may take a lot of the Congress MLAs with him. He couldn't.
In fact, the buzz till yesterday was that there are about 8 to 10 Congress MLAs who've gone missing.
But they were all with Akhilesh Prasad Singh this morning.
That's right. So
Akhilesh was so confident. I don't know if you saw that. He actually did. He got the camera to turn around and counted all the MLAs one by one to say, "Bhai, mere saath sab baithe." Why?
That's right. So there was this buzz that the Congress and we don't know where these Congress MLAs will eventually go in the next few months. Rahul Gandhi's yatra is coming into Bihar in a couple of days from now. So amidst all this, the Congress is still very much the rump in Bihar at the moment. The battle is going to be RJD versus BJP, and the JDU's future, I think, also hangs by a thread. We are seeing these images. I think this is, dare I say, you never say never. I'll be surprised if Nitish Kumar is sworn in a 10th time. That's my take. I think next time the BJP will want, if the BJP,
but if I'd asked
if the
you
BJP
last
gets
time,
more
you
than,
would have said you would be surprised if he'd be sworn in a 9th time.
Oh, absolutely. As I said,
Nitish Kumar, he's like the political Houdini. You don't know what he's going to do. So it's best to just allow for it to play itself out. He's also the most mercurial politician. People think Mamata Banerjee is mercurial. Well, actually, she's at least what you see is what you get. With Nitish Kumar, you never know what you're seeing and what you're going to get in the end.
Oh, absolutely. I think Nitish Kumar has redefined the notion of Ayaram, Gayaram. That was defections from politics, where you sort of, for a chief minister to constantly defect, change his allies, Nitish Kumar is in a league of his own now when it comes to this kind of defection politics. Vijay Prasad Yadav, there are Yadav leaders within the JDU who've been with Nitish for a while. Now, how comfortable will all of them be in the new arrangement eventually is, you'll have to wait and see. I think Nitish Kumar is going to find himself increasingly isolated within Bihar politics. The BJP is waiting to swoop and simply over the years take over the Janata Dal United base.
Vijendra Yadav is a 77-year-old leader. He comes from Bihar, Supol, has been energy minister in the past. He became minister for the first time way back in 1990. He joined politics in 1967 and became MLA for the first time in 1990 as well. So he really has been around for a very long time in Bihar politics. Vijendra Prasad Yadav, one of the Yadav leaders of the Janata Dal United. Because the BJP's hope is, with the likes of Mohan Yadav being made chief minister in Madhya Pradesh, that they can wean some of the Yadav voters away from the RJD in the assembly elections and, more importantly, in the Lok Sabha elections.
You see, I think the BJP has over time in Bihar steadily tried to widen its base among backward castes. They were seen as an upper caste dominated party for the longest time. But in the last 5 to 7 years, I think they've done the kind of social engineering not as successfully as they would in UP. It's interesting, like a Nityanand Rai, who was seen, as the strongest Yadav face, has not been sent back to Bihar. They've kept him here at the center. Many see him as the future possible leader of the BJP there. But the BJP has not been able to find a charismatic Yadav leader to take on a Lalu or indeed a Tejasvi on the one side, nor have they been able to truly find that kind of EBC leader who will be able to attract a wider following. That's why, the dependence on Nitish Kumar is in a sense also reveals the limitations of the BJP and also of the RJD. The RJD also in a way, because of its Muslim Yadav vote base, is not been able to expand into EBCs.
And the fact that caste matters more than religion.
Oh, absolutely.
That it's one of the states where, unlike some of the other states where the BJP has been able to mobilize people on the basis of their religious identity, in Bihar it always comes. Caste is important everywhere, make no mistake about that. But caste somehow supersedes all other factors, including religion. In Bihar, at least that's what's happened in the past assembly elections to the BJP's discomfort. Because that's their one Brahmastra which hasn't clicked so far. They thought it would in 2015 and it didn't.
That's why Bihar, I think, has been. If you look at the Hindi heartland, there's no other state. I'm happy to be corrected, but I don't think there's any other Hindi heartland state which hasn't had a BJP chief minister, and that's significant. I think because Narendra Modi is hugely popular in Bihar. I think the BJP is relying on the Modi factor, but recognizes that the Modi factor will deliver them Lok Sabha. Vidhan Sabha, they may well have a very different strategy. So Nitish Kumar is being used at the moment to shore up that Modi factor even further. Look, the BJP, I still think, would have got the single largest chunk of seats in Bihar. By getting Nitish though on their side, they are hoping to ensure they are as close to 39 out of 40 last time. They don't want to take any risk. They don't want to take any risk. I think this is about ensuring that those 4 states that I spoke about, where there could be double-digit losses, let's minimize those losses.
The minister on your screen is Dr. Prem Kumar, comes from the Gaya town. He's been 8 times MLA. Came into politics in 1990, has been Minister for Agriculture, Animal, Fisheries, Water Resources. So Dr. Prem Kumar, 68-year-old, has been leader of the opposition in the Bihar Legislative Assembly. You can see he's wearing his saffron with pride. He has the BJP scarf around him. He's been winning every election since 1990 from the Gaya town. In the past, he's been Minister for Public Health Engineering, Department of Road Constructions, Department of Urban Development. So they've got an urban balance, they've got a rural balance as well. I just saw some working sheets of one of the top BJP leaders, Rajdeep, when they were doing the Madhya Pradesh calculus. It's interesting how even in the first set of ministers who are being sworn in, they try and ensure that there is as vast representation as possible, because they're very conscious of social representation. It's not as if, okay, let's do what we need to in terms of getting the best people up right now and then we'll deal with the rest in the cabinet expansion. They're very conscious of every appointment.
Also about effecting changes. It's not as if I keep the same group in each election. You keep changing ministers, give a sense that new faces will be given a chance. You see, political parties, once they have their same lot of ministers, you'll see this with the JDU. The same ministers repeat in every Nitish cabinet, not with the BJP. We've seen it in Gujarat, for example, when Bhupendra Patel was sworn in as chief minister, the entire cabinet was removed, new faces come in. So I think the BJP is very conscious of bringing in new faces, new figures to give a sense of energy and a belief among the cadre that opportunities can be available to all. I still maintain that Bihar is the one state where they haven't got their caste arithmetic right, because they haven't
now
been able.
They do. With Nitish on board, they do. In fact, now they have more than they need. With Paswan, Kushwaha, Jitendra, Maji. But they're not fighting on
the
their own.
BJP eventually would like to do in Bihar what they did in UP.
Of course.
Become a party of 45%, 48%, build your base at the expense of other parties. They've not been able to do that in Bihar. In Bihar, they've been dependent on Nitish Kumar. They want to end their dependence. That's why I believe this could be the last time they will do this. 2024 objective, 2025, very different election in Bihar, Rahul. Fascinating in my view because it could end the duopoly of the Yadavs and Nitish Kumar.
This is Shravan Kumar from the Janata Dal United, comes from Nitish Kumar's home district of Nalanda. Has been a 7-time MLA, has been Minister for Rural Development in the government of Bihar, was serving as the chief whip of the Janata Dal United, was also in charge of Nitish's affairs in Jharkhand. He is the one who had last year said that Nitish would make the ideal choice of prime ministerial candidate for the India alliance. Now, some of those old comments, Rajdeep, can always be embarrassing. You can pull them out of the archives and say, sir, aap to Nitish ko India ka PM bana rahe the.
Look, it's true though on all sides. You know, look at the comment that Lalu used to make about Nitish and vice versa. Yet they've been in alliance twice in the last 8 years. So I think in Bihar, you know, what you say in the past doesn't matter. What only matters is what's happening in the present. Because otherwise they would all be exposed for what they've become in Bihar, which is, you know, the politics of immorality. Let's be honest, let's not call these master strokes. These are power politics based on fundamental immoralities because, you know, that's the way politics has become in a state like Bihar, to some extent even in Maharashtra. But I think Bihar takes the cake in its ability to have people do these high jumps without their political career being affected in any substantial manner.
I thought you'd say Bihar takes the tekwa, but it does. Because the kind of flip-flops that we've seen in Bihar, and remember, this is a state where any reporter will tell you the level of political understanding of the average citizen is higher than it is anywhere else. Far higher than Delhi, far higher than Maharashtra. Not to say that people don't understand politics elsewhere, but they could well be pundits on a television show and give both Rajdeep and me a run for our money when it comes to understanding of the very nuances of Indian politics.
Oh, absolutely. And that's, you know, that's what makes Bihar so fascinating and depressing at the same time. It's the one state where politics is an industry where everyone has a political opinion. But I think it's also the state which has not been able to nurture a kind of politics which is wholesome, which will take the state to the next level, which we are seeing in Uttar Pradesh.
But that's what I'm saying. That's where Nitish ran out of steam. After his good start in 2005 for the first few years, Yogi Adityanath is going from strength to strength in Uttar Pradesh, reviving the state, improving law and order, bringing in industrial corridor. Still a work in progress and a lot needs to be done, but he is marching with a lot of energy in the right direction from the perspective of development of the state. Nitish somehow, just before the 2014 elections, just seemed to run out of steam, energy and ideas.
You see, I think, as I said, Rahul, but the turning point interestingly came from outside. In 2013, when Mr. Modi becomes the Prime Minister choice, Nitish had a huge problem with Mr. Modi. When Mr. Modi was Gujarat Chief Minister, you will recall they had a couple of face-offs with each other. So when Mr. Modi is made the Prime Minister candidate, what does Nitish do? He decides to leave the NDA. And I think his decision at that moment to quit from the NDA and believe that he could be a potential national rival almost to Narendra Modi didn't work out. And when that didn't work out, he was on a slippery slope, and that slope continues till this day. The last 10 years for Nitish Kumar have been years where he has simply become a political survivor, unlike the first 8 years.
The next leader on your screen is the son of Jitendra Maji, who's been former Chief Minister of Bihar and an important person in the political graph of Nitish Kumar. He's the one Nitish chose to be CM. This is his son, Santosh Kumar Suman. He's been the Dalit and Tribal Welfare Minister of Bihar, and now he's being sworn in as Chief Minister. He quit previously the state cabinet to ensure that the harm isn't, doesn't just wither away. Nitish Kumar was trying very hard to get the Hindustani Awam Morcha to merge with the Janata Dal United, but Maji wasn't willing for that. He prefers, Rajdeep, to be this small two-bit party rather than merge with the JDU or with the BJP.
You know, I think Jitendra Maji has also realized that if you're a small party and you can retain even a small base of 2 to 3% with 3-4 MLAs, it makes you a player. You know, this is the other model of Bihar. Keep yourself small, make sure that you retain your core base so that all the big parties come to you and you do deals with them. If he had been part of JDU, he would have been just another leader. So I think you're seeing that. I think Chirag Paswan also has learned that lesson. He's trying to shore up his base, his father's old base, so that whoever comes to power in Bihar needs a Chirag Paswan.
No, but will he get 6+1 MPs? That's the question. Now you've got the JDU, Ham, Kushwaha, BJP, all these parties together. If there's the LJP as well, how do you divide the political pie? It's a very tough ask. Rajdeep.
You know, my sense is that a Chirag Paswan kind of leader will now have to also come to terms with the reality that the BJP is a dominating force. So whatever you get, you take. You see, you can't make any
Amit Shah
demands.
invited him to join the BJP. They said you have a great future for yourself if you join the BJP. But Chirag held out against that.
No, that's precisely the reason, I think, that all of them have realized you join the BJP will swallow you up. You remain a small party but retain even a small base. Then the BJP comes to you because the BJP needs you to make sure that they can dominate a state. The BJP doesn't just want to win Bihar. They want to dominate Bihar in the Lok Sabha. That's the difference.
This is now the youngest MLA who's becoming minister today, Sumit Kumar Sinha. Sumit Kumar Singh, interestingly, is an independent MLA. And he comes from Jamui, and he this morning was at the JDU party meeting at Nitish Kumar's residence. He has been a cabinet minister in the last government when JDU and RJD were together, has become a minister once again. He's been the former agriculture minister. He's the son of the former agriculture minister Narendra Singh.
The BJP, if you see the list that they will make, you will find people who eventually, the ministry will have representation across caste. Bihar's big political change that Lalu initiated was brought backward caste politics to the fore. So any government has to reflect that, the changing reality of Bihar politics, and the BJP has done that. From a party which was seen as upper caste, Brahman, Baniya party, over the last 20 years in Bihar, you will see the mandalization of the BJP has taken place. You have a few upper caste faces who will remain in the party. The BJP cannot desert. You will have, whether independents, whether from their own party, you will have upper caste representation. But I think the main thing for the BJP is how do we mandalize ourselves to take on the likes of Nitish and Lalu. It's been their challenge over the last 20 years. They partially succeeded. The Modi factor is very important as an OBC leader. Bihar, is one of the states where he attracts huge crowds. But I think they will need a local leadership to take this forward. It can't be done by Prime Minister Modi in a Vidhan Sabha election.
Sumit Singh, interestingly, comes from the Jawaharlal Nehru University. And in the middle of all of this, I just got bad news that India has been bundled out for 202. In that test match, which Rajdeep was watching on that small screen, that he's got one match, one side he's watching the Bihar swearing in, the other side he's watching
because there's a record there. Today has been a fascinating day for cricket. There was a young West Indian fast bowler who bundled out Australia. Fantastic. I haven't seen someone bowl so fast. And first time a team which has trailed by 190 runs in India has defeated India in a test. So that is huge. So I think, and that's Bazball. The thing about it is Bazball is a disruptor. Modi, Shah are disruptors. To break records, to do things differently. You keep telling me, ab ki baar 400 par, and I say, look, possible, but I don't think so this time. But at least the very fact you're willing to try it out. Rahul, I think that's the big change that's taken place in Indian politics. The BJP has changed the rules of the game. In the past, you would have thought, yaar, mere ko majority mil jaye 272. From Mission 272, Rahul, in 2014 to now Mission 400. Look at the scale of the ambition, and that scale is leading to what you're seeing in Bihar, right? You're seeing a party willing to do anything it takes to demolish the opposition. And that's why I think they took this step of getting Nitish back. I mean, the Prime Minister has no love lost for Nitish, Rahul. Let's be very clear, given what Nitish has said about him over the years.
Okay, so that's the completion of the swearing-in ceremony. They've just paused for the national anthem, so shall we, at the time when India has just been bundled out against England. Okay, so that's the swearing-in there, now completed. I'm quite certain, I don't know, maybe Nitish didn't get a new suit stitch. He just thought, let me bring out my old band gala.
Uske baad 9 hai.
Abhi to silvaya tha last wala. Why do I need another one?
Yeah.
And God alone knows how long this one's going to be on for.
Look, Nitish Kumar, interesting figure in terms of, the thing about him is unlike a Lalu. Lalu had a very large Yadav base. You're talking about double digit, 18, 20%, 16 to 18% Yadav vote, and then the Muslim vote took you to 30 plus. Nitish Rahul was always stuck with a 6 to 7% Kurmi core vote. How do you add up to the vote? He was never able to do that. Therefore, that increased his dependence on other parties. So, I think in a way, he's almost a tragic singular figure. I think he's become a bit of a tragic singular figure. Even within the India alliance, there was a meeting in Delhi where T.R. Balu of the DMK was speaking in English. Nitish interrupts him. Hindi में बोलिए. हम कैसे? See, I think Nitish almost feels that he's been isolated, that he's not been given his due. 2013, he thought he could take on Modi.
Remember,
From there, he's come back to being just one among many.
Kejriwal and Mamta were shrewd. When an offer was made to make him convener, at that time they said, there's no guarantee whether he'll be with us or not.
Absolutely. But I think I don't know whose game they were playing when they projected Kharge suddenly out of the blue while Nitish is watching. They didn't consult Nitish. Why didn't they consult Nitish? I mean, surely you would, before you make a public decision, you would have come. Why was Nitish not consulted at that Mumbai meeting?
This Bihar
at the Delhi meeting
will have 2 deputy CMs. There's been the first formal confirmation of the story we broke much earlier in the day, because Vinod Tavade, the central observer of the BJP who's been sent to Patna, has officially congratulated both Samrat Chaudhary and Vijay Kumar Sinha for becoming the deputy chief minister of Bihar. So first formal confirmation that there'll be 2 deputy CMs, one an upper caste deputy CM, one a Kushwaha deputy CM, and an effort being made to try and keep both together as part of that umbrella coalition that the BJP is trying to stage.
That's right. But I think all of this is not so much for the Vidhan Sabha. This is for 2024 Lok Sabha. What you've seen in the last 2 months, in fact, whether it's in Karnataka, whether it's in Maharashtra, and whether it's in now in Bihar, I think the primary aim is how do we finish off our rivals into it? And think about it from the India Alliance point of view. Someone who 8 months ago hosted all of you in Patna with large posters, was seen to be the man stitching it together, leaves you. You can liken it to when a big leader, and Nitish is a big leader, in terms of national recognition, he has national recognition. Anyone knows who Nitish Kumar is.
Positive recognition.
That's
also.
right.
Now with all these
but Rahul, the very fact that the person who was stitching your alliance together leaves you, it's almost like, he's given up on the alliance. So I think from a perception point of view, optics terrible for the India alliance.
That's Vijay Chaudhary. Let's go across to Rohit, who's speaking to some of these ministers as they come out.
तो विजय कुमार सिन्हा, विजय चौधरी माफ़ कीजिएगा, बता रहे थे कि अब सरकार में आ गए हैं तो सब कुछ ठीक ही रहेगा और
You're live on TV, catch whoever you can and let's speak to them. How are the new ministers feeling about their new gigs? He's furtively looking for people. This reminds me of what happened soon after the temple consecration ended, and there were hundreds of people, all of whom wanted to speak, and I had to figure out who do you really want to spend time talking to. So Rohit doing something similar right now, right outside the Raj Bhavan.
He's got a few ministers slowly trooping out. And I'm sure they'll, Bihar ministers usually like the camera and they will.
All ministers. Tell me one minister who doesn't.
In states, in some of the southern states like Tamil Nadu, they're very reluctant.
That's Nitish Kumar there.
Yeah, there is Nitish Kumar. For the umpteenth time, being sworn in as Bihar Chief Minister and leaving now the Raj Bhavan. But we'll wait and see who Rohit can actually catch. An interesting figure in all of this is Vinod Tavade, Rahul. He's the election in charge for Bihar, and I know him well because he was from Maharashtra, a student leader, then became a minister. And Vinod has spent a lot of time in Bihar in the last few years, and his main aim has been how do we make the BJP Bihar's party number 1. I think the real battle now, Rahul, is for party number 1. Is it RJD, which has, if I'm not mistaken, now the maximum MLAs? Or is it the BJP, which has the second largest number of MLAs? Which becomes the largest party of Bihar?
No, it's also interesting that they're grooming the likes of Vinod Tavade, who's a very local Maharashtra-centric leader, giving them that national exposure and the opportunity to try and understand, because he doesn't. Okay, let's listen to Vijay Chaudhary, because he doesn't have that kind of exposure or grooming in national politics. They're also grooming the next generation of leaders in a way that only being in power can. And unlike the Congress, which saw the likes of Milind Deora and so many others, Jyotiradittya Scindia, Jitin Prasad all leave. Okay, let's listen to Samrat Chaudhary.
और पुराने गठबंधन साथी एक साथ फिर हो गए हैं, लगता सब कुछ ठीक है।
एकदम ठीक रहेगा। बिहार के विकास के लिए ही काम
करेंगे। आपकी कोई नाराजगी तो नहीं है? बहुत आप थोड़ा नाराज रहते थे नीतीश जी से।
व्यक्तिगत कोई लड़ाई नहीं होती है, राजनीतिक लड़ाई है। अब तो जब दोनों पार्टियों का मिलन हो गया है, तो व्यक्तिगत लड़ाई का कोई स्थान नहीं।
पगड़ी पे आपके सवाल हो रहे थे कि पगड़ी का
बताऊंगा। पगड़ी भी जल्द मैं बताऊंगा, कब उतारूंगा।
देखिए हमारे साथ सम्राट चौधरी हैं। सम्राट चौधरी
बता रहे हैं कि व्यक्तिगत कोई दुश्मनी नहीं होती है, राजनीतिक होता है।
Okay, that's Samrat Chaudhary. JP Nadda, the BJP president, is to do a press briefing in a short while from now at the Atal Sabhagrah in Patna. That will be interesting to see what the BJP president has to say, given all that they've said about. Let's Ravi Shankar Prasad.
से नीतीश कुमार परेशान थे। बढ़ते हुए जो वहां पर कुशासन था आपस के बीच का, जो अविश्वास था आपस के बीच का, इससे वो परेशान थे। इसलिए ऐसी बात नहीं कि एकाएक वो आए, उन्होंने मंथन किया। अच्छा है, डबल इंजन की सरकार बिहार में आ गई है।
लोकसभा और आगे भी फायदा होगा इसका, मतलब लोग साथ आए
40 में 40।
चलिए शुक्रिया। तो
Okay, that's
Well, you know, Ravi Shankar Prasad is the MP from Patna, so for him, you know, the good news is that the Lok Sabha elections is where
if he
his
gets a
attention
ticket,
will
you're
be.
assuming that he'll get a ticket again.
And whether he gets a ticket, but if he gets a ticket, you know, he'll hope.
Okay, that's Jiten Ram Maji. Let's listen to the Hamid.
चिराग पासवान हमारे साथ है। चिराग, नीतीश जी के साथ फिर अब सरकार में आप लोग आए हैं, क्या कहेंगे?
भाई देखिए, एनडीए की सरकार है ये, प्रधानमंत्री जी के सोच वाली सरकार है ये, और उम्मीद ही नहीं पूरा विश्वास है। देखिए ये बात किसी से छुपी नहीं है, मेरा अंधविश्वास है मेरे प्रधानमंत्री पर। तो ऐसे में जब प्रधानमंत्री जी की सोच वाली सरकार हमारे प्रदेश को मिली है, जितनी जन कल्याण की योजनाएं हैं, गरीब कल्याण की जो प्रधानमंत्री जी से जुड़ी जितनी भी योजनाएं हैं, उम्मीद ही नहीं पूरा विश्वास है, अब मजबूती से उसको धरातल पर उतारा जाएगा।
सरकार एनडीए के पीएम मोदी के हिसाब से चलेगी या नीतीश कुमार के हिसाब से चलेगी?
अब यही सवालों में आप फंसाइए।
लेकिन फिर भी अब सब साथ
क्या मतलब भाई, कोई
ठीक रहेगा? अब आपको लगता है
सवाल तो रहना चाहिए। उम्मीद ये देखिए, उनसे वैसे भी कभी कोई नाराजगी नहीं थी। मैंने हमेशा कहा कि उनकी नीतियों से मुझे जरूर ऐतराज था। मैं मानता हूं कि आज जब एनडीए की सरकार है, प्रधानमंत्री जी के सोच वाली सरकार है, डबल इंजन की सरकार है, तो यकीनन उन नीतियों को धरातल पर उतारा जाएगा जिसकी अपेक्षा हम लोग को लंबे समय।
और आपकी फर्स्ट बिहार वाला का क्या होगा? आपका जो कार्यक्रम था
भाई, तो उसका क्या होगा? बिहारी फर्स्ट एक मजबूत कार्यक्रम है, बिल्कुल क्यों नहीं करवाएंगे। बिहारी फर्स्ट एक मजबूत, बिहार को विकसित राज्य बनाने को लेकर एक मजबूत प्रारूप तैयार किया गया है, ना सिर्फ पार्टी के द्वारा, मेरे नेता आदरणीय रामविलास पासवान जी के द्वारा। आज रास्ते में भी आते वक्त भारतीय जनता पार्टी के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष जी से विस्तार में मेरी इन तमाम बातों को लेकर चर्चा हुई है। बिहारी फर्स्ट को लेकर हमारी चर्चा हुई है, तो आने वाले दिनों में उसको भी धरातल पर उतरते हुए।
तो ये थे चिराग पासवान। प्रेम कुमार जी हैं, मंत्री बने हैं। प्रेम कुमार जी, बहुत सालों का लगता है गैप था, अब ठीक हो गया सब कुछ?
सब पार्टी की कृपा है, पार्टी का आदेश का पालन किया सर।
नीतीश कुमार के साथ अब कोई नाराजगी तो नहीं है?
कोई कभी रहा ही नहीं था, हम तो मिलकर पहले भी काम कर रहे थे, बीच में थोड़ा सा अलग हुए थे और आज फिर साथ मिल गए हैं, तो बिहार के लिए अच्छा होगा।
सब कुछ ठीक ठाक रहेगा ना अब तो?
बिल्कुल, माने बहुत शानदार रहेगा।
अब तो गठबंधन में कोई गांठ नहीं आएगी ना?
देश के माननीय प्रधानमंत्री तो भाई मोदी जी के अगुवाई में देश आगे बढ़ रहा है, बिहार भी आगे बढ़ेगा, बिहार फिर रफ्तार पकड़ेगा विकास के दौर में।
और लोकसभा में क्या होगा? कितनी सीटें
पार्टी तय करेगी जाकर?
कितनी सीटें आएंगी एनडीए को?
40 से 40।
नीतीश जी का आने से फायदा होगा?
बिल्कुल, 40 का 40, पिछले 39 लाए थे, इस बार 40 से 40 और इंडिया गठबंधन 0 पर आउट होगा बिहार में।
चलिए, शुक्रिया प्रेम कुमार जी, बहुत बधाई आपको। तो एक सेकेंड,
आज हम लोग को नहीं ध्यान में रखिए,
आपका अगली बार
सबके लिए अच्छा।
तेजस्वी कह रहे हैं कि 2025 तक जदयू खत्म हो जाएगी, इसका क्या मतलब समझते हैं? 2025 तक जदयू खत्म हो जाएगी, तेजस्वी ऐसा कह रहे हैं, आप कैसे देखते हैं?
जहाँ थे वहाँ निश्चित रूप से वही स्थिति हो रही थी, लेकिन अब नीतीश जी आ गए हैं स्वाभाविक जगह, इसलिए यहाँ सब कुछ ठीक है, ठीक रहेगा।
आपने कहा था कि नीतीश कुमार को कोई दिक्कत होगी तो उपेंद्र कुशवाहा उनके लिए खड़ा है, क्या वही स्टेटमेंट अभी रहेगा?
देखिए, अब कोई खेला बाकी नहीं है। अब तेजस्वी जी कह रहे खेला बाकी है, तो आज उनके घर में चूल्हा नहीं जला होगा, बाकी बिहार के लिए हर घर में खुशी है और सब कुछ जो कुछ भी होना था बहुत अच्छा हो गया। देखिए, जेडीयू खत्म हो जाएगा, पहले अपनी चिंता करें आरजेडी के लोग। जिस तरह से बिहार के लोग उनसे परेशान थे। लोग चाहते थे कि यह सरकार जाए और दूसरी सरकार आए, तो आ गई सरकार।
उपेंद्र कुशवाहा अपने आप को 2024 में कहा
It's interesting, the likes of Upendra Kushwaha, the likes of Chirag Paswan, the likes of Jitin Ram Manjhi, the one thing that has united them has been their anger against Nitish Kumar. They've always felt Nitish Kumar has never given them their due, so they moved in different directions. Some tied up with the RJD, some like Chirag tried to plow their lone furrow. What's happened at the end of the day? They've all had to come back to a tent where Nitish Kumar remains the face, Rahul. And I think that reveals in a way the limitations of these leaders, as well as the fact that Bihar politics has been unable to throw up really a new kind of politics that emerges out of this duopoly of these two caste leaders, these two Mandalite leaders. I think the challenge in the next 5 years, I mean, let's not even look at 2025, can Bihar look beyond Nitish? For now, most of them spoke about Narendra Modi ji. Most of them said Modi ji ke netritva mein. So it's not Nitish ji ke netritva mein. Modi ji ke netritva mein hum aage badhenge. So they are relying on the Modi factor in Bihar. Nitish Kumar, I maintain, Rahul, is only a face now. He's no longer a vote catcher. The real votes will be caught by Narendra Modi.
No, so he is a vote topper. So it's like, if this is...
He's the cherry on your cake.
If just think of it as the Bihar political cappuccino. Both the BJP and the RJD have the espresso shot. But if you need the cappuccino, you need the frothy milk on the top. Nitish provides that frothy milk. Without that, you have the strong espresso, but you don't have a cappuccino, Rashtriya.
Right, but as someone said, let's not glorify what Nitish Kumar is doing in this. Nitish Kumar has, in the process, I think, destroyed his political legacy.
No, but when did he destroy it? The first time, the second time, the third time, the fourth time, the fifth time, the sixth time, the seventh time, and the eighth time?
I miscalculated how the Modi factor would work. But I think at a personal level, after 2015, I think, when in 7-8 years, you've done 4 somersaults. That's stretching it a bit. You can do 1 or 2 as politicians are prone to do.
But he ends up CM.
He ends up CM, but he ends up each time, I think, a weakened, morally compromised, weakened CM. Look at the votes, the vote share. The voters are leaving him, Rahul. How much did he get last time? 44 seats? And his vote percentage was down by almost half compared to previous elections. I mean, don't be surprised if next time Nitish Kumar, even if he's with the BJP, gets single-digit vote share and possibly gets only 20-25 seats. I mean, I think when you've come from 117 seats that you got in 2010 to 44, something is wrong, right? Your remaining chief minister, you're absolutely right, Rahul, but your remaining chief minister is a diminished figure. I think that, and conversely, Mr. Modi from 2013 has gone the other way. Look at Mr. Modi's political trajectory and compare that with Nitish Kumar. We were comparing the two in 2013. Will Nitish take on Modi? Mr. Modi is here now. Nitish Kumar has actually gone down. That's the difference.
Prime Minister Modi has put out his first reaction to the new government being sworn in Bihar. I'll take you through what the Prime Minister has said on next. बिहार में बनी एनडीए सरकार राज्य के विकास और यहाँ के लोगों की आशंकाओं को पूरा करने के लिए कोई कसर नहीं छोड़ेगी। नीतीश जी को मुख्यमंत्री और सम्राट चौधरी एवं विजय सिन्हा को उप मुख्यमंत्री पद की शपथ लेने पर मेरी बहुत बहुत बधाई। मुझे विश्वास है कि ये टीम पूरे समर्पण भाव से राज्य के मेरे परिजनों को की सेवा करेगी। So he's basically congratulating the new team that's been sworn in, congratulating Nitish Kumar. And Rajdeep, incidentally, I was at a meeting with one very senior BJP leader who said very emphatically that over my dead body, Nitish Kumar is not coming back to the NDA. He declared very emphatically, and he was ironically involved in the process of getting Nitish Kumar back. So never say never and be pragmatic. That seems to be the driving credo of Team Modi.
Even last week when the government announced a Bharat Ratna for Karpuri Thakur, there were those who thought, this is being done in a way to send a message to Nitish Kumar that, we don't need you. We've got the OB, we are going to woo the OBCs on our own. As it turns out, apparently, this was the fig leaf offered to Nitish Kumar that today when he comes back and he is asked by the media, why did you, decide to join the BJP again? One of the reasons he'll give, look, they fulfilled our long-held promise to make Karpuri Thakur a Bharat Ratna. This is, Nitish Kumar comes across, I think, as a tragic figure. It just shows...
no, but look at how smart Modi and Shah, they were able to find that slight opportunity, build on it, turn it into a big wedge between the India alliance partners and pull Nitish Kumar out in this massive operation like they did with Ajit Pawar. That was a different circumstance. They brought him back in baggage.
But it also shows the limitations of the India alliance. That you see, you've got this India alliance, but you can't just meet in hotel rooms once every couple of months and build a viable alternative. I mean, they met in Patna, June, July in Bangalore, August, September in Mumbai, and then December in Delhi. I mean, 4 meetings is not going to be the basis to create a wide-ranging alliance. I think typically the Congress thought, yaar, Nitish ko bana denge, but keep him waiting. It doesn't work. You know, had they made, I think if Nitish Kumar was convener, let's say after the December meeting, even if you make Mr. Kharge chairperson, but Nitish Kumar is convener, I think you would have probably been able to stop him. By then, I think Nitish had made up his mind though, having said that.
These guys aren't serious.
Because in January, apparently when they had a video conference, the India Alliance, they reiterated, we are going to make you convener. We just need to get Mamata Banerjee, or we need to inform Mamata Banerjee. Nitish didn't like that. That, you know, why you're telling me you're going to make me convener, but we'll have to first almost get a clearance from Mamata Banerjee. And Nitish said, no, I don't want to be convener. I think he had made up his mind. He made up his mind in November, December. I think December was the turning point after the assembly election results.
But how long will it be before he gets suffocated in this relationship with the BJP? He's never happy being in a relationship.
No.
He likes his newly divorced status. But it's serious.
Yeah,
he likes being recently divorced.
Look, I think not for 2024, which is a year where the Lok Sabha elections will dominate all politics. But 6 months after, once you get into Bihar election mode, Nitish Kumar will once again weigh his options. But if I was the RJD today, would I take Nitish Kumar back? I don't know, maybe Bihar politicians are made differently. But I'm just thinking from a Tejasvi point of view, his only opportunity now is to break the JDU and strengthen himself.
No, but
is he good enough to do
JDU is
that?
in power, the MLAs have no reason to leave.
They won't, but closer to the election. That's why I said closer to Bihar 2025, there'll be a lot of flux, I think, in the politics of Bihar, like we're seeing in Maharashtra.
But many of those JDU MLAs may calculate as better being on the BJP
Of
side
course.
because you have a better chance of winning.
I couldn't agree with you more. As I said, I think Nitish Kumar will be left eventually in 2025 with a rump. The BJP will take a sizable chunk. The RJD will take some of the Yadav MLAs in particular. And I think Nitish Kumar will find himself there is an exhaustion point in politics. I don't know, in Bihar it obviously takes longer than other states, but I think eventually you will reach exhaustion point, Rahul. And I'll be interested to see how Prashant Kishore now plays this, because I really think in the next 10 years, I don't think it can happen in 2025, in the next 10 years, Bihar will throw opportunities for a new leader to emerge.
But
I don't know who that will
also
be.
needs a base, right? If he were, for example,
he'll have to throw up a face. He will throw up a face. Prashant will have to find a face who today will represent the dominant Mandalite politics of Bihar. Anyone who can throw that younger face for Bihar will eventually challenge these the existing players.
But that's much easier said than done. He requires a base.
Agreed.
This business of walking around is going to take a long time to build his own base. If he had a structure of the Congress or the JDU, it's much easier. Trying to build your own base.
That's why I said 10-year horizon.
Sounds very romantic in a political context, but it's very, very difficult to actually pull off.
10-year horizon, Rahul, but because I'm looking across the country, look at how UP's politics has changed with the rise of Yogi. You know, it's substantial change in the kind of social engineering that's happened, the kind of politics now that the other side is being forced to respond to. That Samajwadi Party, BSP, just as the BSP is faded out. You see, the BSP has now become a marginal player. They got 0 seats. Could anyone have imagined in 2022?
But she seems disinterested.
She seems disinterested. Now, whatever, the fact is a dominant party which won a majority in 2007 ends with 0 seats in UP. Are we going to see a situation where Nitish Kumar will eventually be dumped, I believe, by the BJP and the RJD? And will be similarly a forlorn figure who will be best remembered as having ended Jungle Raj of Lalu, as it was then described, and gave 5 years of good rule to Bihar between 2005 and 10.
We're being told that in a few moments from now, Nitish Kumar will be addressing the press in the Raj Bhavan in Patna. So we'll go across live over there. We're also being told that at about 6:30, JP Nadda, the BJP president, will do a press conference in Patna. So we'll go across there. We'll slip into a break just for the time being. When we come back, and if he starts speaking sooner, we'll cut out of our break and come straight to Nitish Kumar as he's getting set to speak inside the BJP, inside the Raj Bhavan in Patna. So our coverage returns on the other side of a very quick break. Stay with us.
Thank you.
watching India Today.
Get ready for an immersive journey into the heart of news, politics, and insights that matter. Join India Today now on WhatsApp. Scan the QR code.
नीतीश कुमार कल तक हमको गाली देते थे कि ओवैसी बी टीम है। अब नीतीश कुमार को शर्म नहीं आती उसी जगह पर जाकर बैठने के लिए जहां पर हम पर इल्जाम लगाते थे। और नीतीश कुमार ने पॉलिटिकल अपॉर्चुनिज्म कहना तो अंडरस्टेटमेंट होगा, उन्होंने हर चीज का रिकॉर्ड तोड़ दिया है और कोई उनकी बात का न एतबार है न भरोसा है। मैं शुरू से कह रहा था कि नीतीश कुमार फिर से
We capture the entire JDU base and we become number one party. They've tried it in the past, it's not worked. But my sense is every palti that Nitish Kumar makes diminishes him to the point where he will eventually become irrelevant and you will have politics. Maybe it might be capture the entire JDU base and we become number one party. They've tried it in the past, it's not worked. But my sense is every palti that Nitish Kumar makes diminishes him to the point where he will eventually become irrelevant and you will have politics. Maybe by 2025.
He has no succession plan in the Janata.
No succession plan, nothing. The party, some will go to the BJP, some will go to the RJD. Prasad Kishore will look at this possibly as an opportunity to emerge. It may take time, but as a third fall. I think Bihar is ready, Rahul, after 30 years of this Lalu Nitish duopoly for possibly some alternative.
There he is, Nitish Babu, back on stage for the 9th time. He's looking happy, Rajdeep. You know, he's happiest when he's just broken off in one relationship and just about to join the other. He looked relieved. Last several weeks when we've been seeing him, he's had a scowl, he's been frowning, he's been looking grumpy and unhappy. This is when he's happiest. Recently divorced, about to get married.
Absolutely, you know, and I think it is a he's a remarkable survivor of Indian politics. He should write a book to tell us the art of survival. But let's listen in.
मैं विधि द्वारा स्थापित भारत के संविधान के प्रति सच्ची श्रद्धा और निष्ठा रखूंगा। मैं भारत की प्रभुता और अखंडता अक्षुण्ण रखूंगा। मैं बिहार राज्य के मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में अपने कर्तव्यों का श्रद्धापूर्वक और शुद्ध अंतःकरण से निर्वहन करूंगा तथा मैं भय या पक्षपात, अनुराग या द्वेष के बिना सभी प्रकार के लोगों के प्रति संविधान और विधि के अनुसार न्याय करूंगा। मैं नीतीश कुमार सत्यनिष्ठा से प्रतिज्ञान करता हूं कि जो विषय बिहार राज्य के मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में मेरे विचार के लिए लाया जाएगा अथवा मुझे ज्ञात होगा और किसी व्यक्ति या व्यक्तियों को सबसे सिवाय, जबकि ऐसे मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में अनेक कर्तव्यों के सम्यक निर्वहन के लिए ऐसा करना अपेक्षित होगा, मैं प्रत्यक्ष अथवा अप्रत्यक्ष रूप से संसूचित या प्रकट नहीं करूंगा।
Nitish Kumar, you know, when you're being sworn in for the 9th time, I wonder whether you get a new bandgala or you say purana wala nikalna. You know, there's no time to get another one, and who knows, you may be back again.
Rahul, it's not just 9, it's the 3rd time in the last 3 years. Yeah. And that I think is some kind of a record. I've been trying to look.
Sabka saath, sabka vikas.
That's right.
In the truest sense of the word.
Can anyone in the same term, you know, Devendra Fadnavis, for example, has been sworn in as Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister over the last 3 years. That's different posts. Here, the same individual is being sworn in as Chief Minister in 3 different formations within the space of 3 years. That surely must be some kind of record in Indian politics.
But the other thing is, Lalu Yadav is seen as the political joker of sorts in Bihar. I mean, he has this jestful kind of image and people think, okay, he can do some jokery. Actually, it is Nitish Kumar who's done all these stunts. Lalu, to his credit for what it's worth, has stuck true to his ideological convictions. Whereas it's Nitish Kumar who during his college university politics and in his initial years in politics, tried to convey a more sober image. He's the one who's been more playful.
Absolutely, even his mentor, George Fernandes, was eventually seemingly isolated, marginalized by Nitish Kumar.
Sharad Yadav, he does the same to everyone.
Sharad Yadav, in fact, was someone, an old JDU leader was telling me that Nitish would, saw Sharad Yadav as an early mentor. But Sharad Yadav was eventually isolated or driven out. So was George Fernandes was marginalized. Nitish Kumar has had this history of betraying a number of people, but he survives. The others lose out, and he continues in that post. How many people could say that with 15% of the vote, getting 40-45 seats out of 240, you still remain the Chief Minister of a state? That doesn't happen too often.
Now the other ministers will be sworn in.
निम्नांकित व्यक्तियों को बिहार राज्य का मंत्री एवं मंत्रिपरिषद का सदस्य नियुक्त करते हैं। श्री सम्राट चौधरी।
Sworn in. Massive round of applause there. He's a Kushwaha leader coming from the Kori caste. He's the effort that the BJP was making as a counterfoil to Nitish Kumar. Comes from a politically influential family. He went on record to say, I won't take off my saffron pagdi till the time I dislodge Nitish Kumar as Chief Minister. I wonder whether he has that pagdi on or off.
No, the pagdi is very much on. We saw him a few minutes ago and his pagdi is very much on. And that in a way, I think reveals also the BJP's change in strategy. You will recall, Rahul, in the first 10 years when Nitish was in power, his Deputy Chief Minister was Sushil Kumar Modi, with whom Nitish had an excellent relationship. And Sushil Kumar Modi was happy to pay subordinate role to a Nitish Kumar. Now with Samrat Chaudhary, you've got someone who's taken on Nitish Kumar in the assembly, outside the assembly, directly attacked him. Moment you bring in a Samrat Chaudhary as your Deputy Chief Minister, I think the BJP is sending out a message, yes, we're making Nitish Kumar the Chief Minister.
Nitish begins 9th innings.
मैं नीतीश कुमार सत्यनिष्ठा से प्रतिज्ञान करता हूं।
Another stunning JDU turn. Resignation and oath in 6 hours. Palti Putra does it again. Nitish's I.N.D.A. Vapsi.
The ultimate Indian political gymnast. If political gymnastics was an Olympic sport, Nitish would be a front runner for the gold medal. Let me take you through the headlines we are tracking this evening. Nitish Kumar takes the oath of office as Bihar Chief Minister for a record 9th time, with 8 ministers taking the oath with him. Samrat Chaudhary, Vijay Sinha sworn in as the new deputy CMs of Bihar. Jitendra Manjhi's son and 3 JDU ministers also take the oath of office. RJD loses the Bihar Game of Thrones. Tejasvi Yadav hits out with Nitish for betrayal, claims the game has just begun. Nitish's somersault, a big blow for the India bloc before the 24 elections. Opposition loses its so-called patriarch. Rahul Gandhi mum, Congress's Jairam Ramesh and Samajwadi Party's Akhilesh fire a big betrayal giant. UP CM Yogi Adityanath's first reaction on the Gyan-Vyapi ASI survey report calls the finding of Hindu relics inside the mosque historic. In a short while from now, newly elected or re-elected or re-elected Chief Minister Nitish Kumar will be speaking to the media. Before we go across to his press conference, I want to show you some of the snatches of the comments and reactions that came in from the new cast and crew of the Bihar government. They were speaking to India Today's Bureau Chief in Patna, Rohit Kumar Singh, as they were exiting the Raj Bhavan. So let's listen to the new team that's just been sworn in this evening.
पुराने गठबंधन साथी एक साथ फिर हो गए हैं, लगता सब कुछ ठीक है,
एकदम ठीक रहेगा। बिहार के विकास के लिए ही काम
करेंगे। आपकी कोई नाराजगी तो नहीं है? बहुत आप थोड़ा नाराज रहते थे नीतीश जी से।
व्यक्तिगत कोई लड़ाई नहीं होती है, राजनीतिक लड़ाई है। अब तो जब दोनों पार्टियों का मिलन हो गया है तो व्यक्तिगत लड़ाई का कोई स्थान नहीं।
क्या आप चाहते थे कि नहीं?
बधाई आपको,
धन्यवाद आपको।
फिर नई जिम्मेदारी मिली है।
जब जो जिम्मेदारी मिलती है हम लोग ईमानदारी से निभाते हैं, फिर एक बार कोशिश करें। देखो, जंगल राज से नीतीश कुमार परेशान थे। बढ़ते हुए जो वहां पर कुशासन था आपस के बीच का, जो अविश्वास था आपस के बीच, इससे वो परेशान थे। इसलिए ऐसी बात नहीं कि एकाएक वो आए, उन्होंने मंथन किया। अच्छा है, डबल इंजन की सरकार बिहार में आ गई है।
लोकसभा और आगे भी फायदा होगा इसका, मतलब लोग साथ आए
40 में 40।
चलिए, शुक्रिया
भाई। देखिए, एनडीए की सरकार है ये, प्रधानमंत्री जी के सोच वाली सरकार है ये, और उम्मीद ही नहीं पूरा विश्वास है। देखिए, ये बात किसी से छुपी नहीं है, मेरा अंधविश्वास है मेरे प्रधानमंत्री पर। तो ऐसे में जब प्रधानमंत्री जी की सोच वाली सरकार हमारे प्रदेश को मिली है, जितनी जन कल्याण की योजनाएं हैं, गरीब कल्याण की जो प्रधानमंत्री जी से जुड़ी जितनी भी योजनाएं हैं, उम्मीद ही नहीं पूरा विश्वास है, अब मजबूती से उसको धरातल पर उतारा जाएगा। मैं मानता हूं कि आज जब एनडीए की सरकार है, प्रधानमंत्री जी के सोच वाली सरकार है, डबल इंजन की सरकार है, तो यकीनन उन नीतियों को धरातल पर उतारा जाएगा जिसकी अपेक्षा हम लोग को लंबे समय से।
If you're interested in political trivia, J. Lalita in Tamil Nadu was sworn in as Chief Minister 6 times. In Himachal Pradesh, Raja Veerbhadra Singh was sworn in 6 times. Pawan Kumar Chamling was sworn in 5 times. Naveen Patnaik has been sworn in 5 times. Jyoti Basu in West Bengal has been sworn in 5 times. Nitish Kumar has been sworn in for the 9th time. If you just add up the number of days he's been in power, he's now been in power for 6,359 days and counting. Shri Krishna Singh was CM for 3,199 days, almost half that, and Rabri Devi was Chief Minister for 2,746. So Nitish Kumar breaking various political records with this swearing. It's Nitish 9.0 that's taken oath as the Chief Minister of Bihar. He officially snapped ties with the RJD earlier today, resigning as the Chief Minister of the Mahagathbandhan Sarkar, and in less than 6 hours of being interim Chief Minister, Nitish was back in the CM's chair, this time yet again with the BJP support.
सत्यनिष्ठा से प्रतिज्ञान करता हूं कि मैं विधि द्वारा स्थापित भारत के संविधान के प्रति सच्ची श्रद्धा और निष्ठा रखूंगा। मैं भारत की प्रभुता और अखंडता।
Nitish Kumar takes oath as the Chief Minister of Bihar a 9th time.
अपने कर्तव्यों का श्रद्धापूर्वक और शुद्ध अंतःकरण से निर्वहन करूंगा।
The JDU chief ended the suspense on Sunday morning, making yet another somersault, this time from the India bloc to the N.D.A. Nitish made his way to the Raj Bhavan twice in the morning. First to tender his resignation, and second time to submit the BJP's letter of support. From denial of convener post to scams by RJD leaders. JDU sources listed many reasons to justify the umpteenth jump by the socialist leader. The man himself was less forthright.
अभी हम जो पहले गठबंधन को छोड़ के नए गठबंधन बनाए थे, और जो नया गठबंधन 1.5 महीना से बनाए थे, 1.5 साल से, तो यहाँ पर भी जो स्थिति इधर आकर के ठीक नहीं लगी है। और जिस तरह से लोगों का दावा हो रहा था, जो इतना मेहनत किया जाता था कि वही लोग ये सब काम कर रहे हैं, वो सब जरा धीरे धीरे लोगों को खराब लग रहा था। अरे इसलिए नौबत हुई है कि ठीक नहीं चल रहा था।
Along with Nitish, 8 other ministers took oath. While the Fresh Alliance will benefit the BJP and the JDU in the upcoming Lok Sabha elections, the two parties are having a hard time defending it.
और सभी विधायकों ने एक मत से वो प्रस्ताव पारित किया, जिस प्रस्ताव में भाजपा, जदयू, सभी एनडीए के मित्र पक्ष मिलकर एनडीए की सरकार बिहार में बनाई जाए। बिहार वासियों के हित के लिए ये सरकार बने।
ये सब दल कांग्रेस पार्टी से लड़ करके भारत की राजनीति में इन्होंने एक अपना स्थान बनाया है। कांग्रेस पार्टी अपने सर्वाइवल के दौर से गुजर रही है। पिछले 2 लोकसभा चुनाव में नेता प्रतिपक्ष के लायक भी उनके पास सांसद नहीं थे।
Stunned by the turn of events, the RJD and Congress are at a loss of words. Like the proverbial cat with 9 lives, Nitish Kumar has deftly maneuvered Bihar's political landmine to stay in power for nearly 20 years. Will this be the last somersault by the man who has been given the derisive name of Paltu Ram by his political friends and rivals? With Paulami Saha and Rohit Singh in Patna, Bureau Report, India Today.
Tejasvi Yadav has reacted to Nitish Kumar switching over and doing another paltibaz like only Nitish can. Let's listen to what his former deputy CM and RJD leader Tejasvi Yadav had to say.
और हम इतना अपने लोगों को आश्वस्त करते हैं कि ना हमें गुस्सा है ना हमें नाराज़गी है। हम बड़े संयम रूप से हम लोगों ने गठबंधन धर्म का जो है पालन किया है और उसी हिसाब से हम लोग आगे जनता के बीच अपनी बातों को रखेंगे। लेकिन एक बात स्पष्ट रूप से मैं कह देना चाहता हूँ कि अभी खेल शुरू हुई है, अभी खेल बाकी है और मैं जो कहता हूँ वो करता हूँ।
Professor Sanjay Kumar is with. What do you make with the kind of calmness that Tejasvi Yadav is reacting? He's not seeming perturbed. He almost seems prepared to play the waiting and long game.
I think if you look at his age, he's very young if you compare it with leaders of his party or leaders of any other party. But I think he's trying to be mature and he's trying to behave in a mature manner. Yes, there is a snapping of the alliance, but I think still he's hopeful. Maybe, who knows, after 2024 Lok Sabha election, there may be another turn. So as it keep happening, he don't want to utter nonsense against or harsh statement against Nitish Kumar. He's just trying to pay respect. I think this is the way politics should,
So he's not looking flustered, he's not looking hassled that he's no longer deputy CM. He seems calm. He has a sense of depth and calmness to his exterior. I don't know what's going on inside, but on the exterior, he seems calm. Those are the latest images. Nitish Kumar and JP Nadda speaking. Remember, Nitish and the Home Minister don't particularly get along very much. And JP Nadda is just easier, I suppose, also because he studied at St. Xavier, studied at Patna College. Easier for Nitish Kumar to get along with. He's the closest thing to an Arun Jaitley-like character. Far easier for someone like a Nitish Kumar to get along with than someone like a Amit Shah, who's far more hardline, far more determined to build up the BJP in Bihar on its own strength and on its own merit. So we've got Syed Zafar Islam, national spokesperson of the BJP, now joining us. Satya Prakash Mishra is the national convener of the JDU. Ashutosh is back with us. Amitabh Tiwari has been with us all day long. Shama Mohammed from the Congress is with us. Ashutosh, is this the last somersault of Nitish Kumar, or could there be a twist according to you after the 24 elections like Prashant Kishore is suggesting?
See, Rahul, वो हिंदी में कहते हैं ना कि बिल्ली को 9 जन्म मिलते हैं. So I think this is the Nitish Kumar's 9th life.
No. The cat somersaults are 6. It's the 9th swearing in. So maybe if somersaults are the counting of the Billi ki lives, he still has 3 more.
And that's what I'm saying. The 9th swearing in he had. So even the cat doesn't get the 10th one. So see, on a serious note, I think the Nitish almost has played his innings. And I'm very sure about it. This whole arrangement is till 2024. And I could understand why Tejasvi seems to be so calm. Because Tejasvi now onwards, if he prepares well for the assembly elections, he can go to the people and say, look, we didn't do anything wrong. It is Nitish Kumar who left us. So he can always project himself as जो शहीदाना अंदाज में जा सकते लोगों के बीच में. And don't forget, in the last assembly elections, Tejasvi has given a scare of life to Nitish Kumar and Narendra Modi both. And then RJD under Tejasvi Yadav along with the Congress and the left has got 37% vote share. Only a difference of 0.07 between the I.N.D.A. and this one. So if Tejasvi prepares well, RJD doesn't lose his heart and just pushing the boundaries for the party, Tejasvi has a good future in for the 2025. I have no doubt about it. And Nitish, if he continues with the BJP, it will restrict BJP's growth in Bihar. And that is where I'm a bit suspicious that after 2024 parliamentary elections, there will be another game. And in that game, it will be difficult for the Nitish Kumar to survive.
Syed Zafar Islam couldn't say very much yesterday. He was being very guarded in his responses. He can speak more frankly now. The thing though, I mean, for the 24 elections, this is advantage BJP, make no mistake. The thing for 25 though, is that you will then have to carry the Nitish baggage with you. So all the anti-incumbency built up over these 6,000 days of being in power, if he and RJD were together, BJP would have gone with a clean slate. But if you go in with Nitish Kumar, then you carry that baggage of anti-incumbency to the hustings, and Tejaswi comes across as the insurgent, the belligerent leader, the challenger. Unless, of course, you're planning to dump Nitish Kumar after the elections, then you too can have a clean slate. So who knows? You know, all the balls in Bihar, in the political jungle, are up in the air.
See, 3-4 things I would say, Rahul. First of all, it was an unholy alliance because the people's mandate was for this NDA. Because Nitish Kumar's party, JDU and us, we fought together in 2020 and we got the mandate, but unfortunately in between he mentioned in front of all the media persons that he left and went to Gathbandhan, joined hands with RJD, but he was not satisfied with the way they function, and he has to come back for the benefits and the welfare of the people of Bihar. So the policy which Bharatiya Janata Party follows and the entire NDA follows, first the nation, second the state, and third first the people and nation, and second the party.
Not really,
so
not really. Let's not. Nobody can sit on a moral pulpit here, because so many of your leaders of Islam were on record saying never ever will Nitish come back to the NDA. Those are your leaders saying that.
I heard you, and I'm not denying that the fact that they have stated this statement in the past. But what is good for the people? A government where the two partners are not satisfied and not working for the welfare of the people, or a government who believes in the governance model and always believes that the welfare scheme should reach to the common man on the street with 100% effectiveness and fairness. So we followed the two principles, and this is what he followed. The governance model of effectiveness and fairness, and that is something which is important for the welfare of the state.
Shama Mohammed, even before the first ball has been bowled in the 24 elections, it looks as if it's game, set, match BJP. Their victory margin just seems to keep going up. Whether it is Mamta fighting alone, Nitish going back to the BJP fold, all of this is just aggregating votes and seats for the NDA to the disadvantage of the India alliance.
You see, we are a party of, we are an alliance of 29 parties. So definitely there'll be problems, number one. Number two, I'm happy that the poisonous snake is gone before it bit us, because he has no credibility left.
Yeah, you weren't calling him poisonous the day before yesterday. When he was with you, he didn't seem like a poisonous snake to you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So it's what we have realized. This man
and be careful of what you say, because 6 months later, he could be back with you, and then our producers will pull out Shama Mohammed called him a poisonous snake. Now he's back.
Let me speak. And the other very important thing, Zafar said that the mandate was cheated the mandate. What happened in 2015, Zafar? Who won in 2015? The Mahagathbandhan. And what happened after that? You in 2017, one fine day, you formed the government. So don't say things like that. And let me also quote Nitish Kumar 3 months back. He says, the BJP are altering history and obliterating what Mahatma Gandhi stood for. Does Modi ever speak about Bapu's name? They are annihilating our history, culture and values. This is what Nitish said 5 months back. So abusing Mr. Narendra Modi, who doesn't speak a word about Bapu. So that is what we understand. See, in politics, India alliance is strong and it will go strong. People of India are not stupid. Let's understand that. They understand what Nitish is doing. People of Bihar have understood. Like Ashutosh mentioned, I mean, the RJD, Tejaswi Yadav, people are saying is that he did not leave them. They have left them. The Congress party is still here. And it is Nitish who's playing these games.
Amitabh Tiwari, will morality have any role at all? Or do you think it's very transactional? With Nitish on board the BJP's bandwagon, it just brings his votes to the extent possible to the BJP NDA bandwagon. And morality is good for Shama Mohammed, Ashutosh and the others to say on TV, but it doesn't sway voter behavior when it comes to the day of polling.
See, I think in the Lok Sabha elections, the morality factor would not work. And JDU hopes, and even BJP hopes, that the Modi factor will pull up JDU votes to the BJP. What the morality factor can have a play in the 2025 Vidhan Sabha elections as and when it happens. See, the JDU faces a crisis of existence. Regional parties in India who do not have family control have a bleak future, because what happens to JDU after Nitish Kumar hangs up his boots? That's a very crucial question in everybody's mind. And that is also a question in the minds of voters in Odisha, let's say, for Naveen Patnaik's Bisu Janata Dal. So these are the questions which JDU will be facing, and there could be pressure on the JDU MLAs to take a call on their future before the next Vidhan Sabha election. See, in these two states, JDU adds 16 seats, and the fact that Mamata has not formed an alliance with the Congress party, which could have led to a loss of 6 seats notionally to the BJP. In these two states itself, BJP is plus 22, or the NDA is plus 22 sort of, in the last few days, because of the failure of the Congress to stitch or keep its partners together.
Okay, that's the big concern from the perspective of the India alliance, that their parties are just leaving them, their allies deserting them in the worst fashion possible. Satyaprakash Mishra, respond to the perception that Nitish Kumar is a far diminished force, far weaker than he's been in the past. Earlier, he was the senior partner. Now he's just the subordinate, has half the seats that the BJP does, and he's pretty much at the BJP's beck and call. He will survive if the BJP wants him to. The BJP can trip him any day.
You have to understand the position of the BJP at national level. When BJP, got 303 seats, there were political partners like JDU, Shiv Sena and Akali Dal. Now the Shiv Sena, fraction of a Shiv Sena with BJP, Akali Dal is not with the BJP, and Nitish Kumar ji is now with the BJP. And the NDA always gets stronger when Nitish Kumar is part of the NDA. In the last, Lok Sabha election, they secured 39 seats in Bihar. Nitish Kumar ji has already expressed something which I don't want to add anything on that. Even Keshi Tyagi expressed what happened in the India alliance. Now the new history will be written with the leadership of Nitish Kumar ji. Prime Minister has already congratulated in a very nice and, very praising words. So we should not go beyond that. Now, what is happening in Bihar, we have to understand that the alliance with the Nitish Kumar to the people of Bihar is very intact, and the mass level support that BJP also understands.
Okay. Now,
so there is nothing.
This alliance is
there's never been an acrimony. There never been any kind of acrimony with Nitish Kumar, between BJP and Nitish Kumar. Nitish Kumar ji has several times expressed in a very simple language, "Hamara dosti kabhi khatm nahi hoga." That was a kind of indication that he wanted always.
Nitish Kumar now getting set to speak to the media. I want to go across to that live visual and see if we can get the new Chief Minister. He's flanked by Sanjay Jha, he's flanked by Vijay Chaudhary, several of the new cast and crew of the JDU who are part of the government standing next to him. He's looking happy, relieved. He's become Chief Minister once again for a record night time. Let's listen to Nitish Kumar.
और फिर इधर हमारी पार्टी के लोगों को ये लग रहा था तो ये तय हो गया और अब सब दिन के लिए हम लोग एक ही साथ रहेंगे जो शुरू से थे। और आज कुछ लोगों का हो गया, यानी हमारे अलावे 8 लोगों का हो गया है वो, तो अब बाकी जो बचेंगे उसको बहुत जल्दी और काफी हो जाएगा। लेकिन आज जितने लोगों का किया गया है, तो आज तो आप सब जानते ही हैं, तीनों पार्टी का और एक इंडिपेंडेंट लड़के का किया जा चुका है। तो अभी 2 चीज हम बता देना चाहते हैं। और दूसरा विजय कुमार सिन्हा जी का, ये दोनों को हम उप मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में मान्यता देते हैं। ये दोनों मैं मुख्यमंत्री हूँ और मेरे बाद दो मुख्यमंत्री रहेंगे, एक सम्राट चौधरी जी और एक विजय कुमार सिन्हा। ये दोनों उप मुख्यमंत्री रहेंगे। हमने यहाँ दे दिया है, आज आपको इसकी घोषणा भी हम
2024 तक जदयू खत्म हो जाएगी। इस सबके बाद में बताएंगे। तेजस्वी कह रहे हैं कि 2024
बिहार के हित में और पूरे इलाके के और बिहार के विकास के लिए हम काम करते हैं। इसी काम को आगे बढ़ाएंगे, तो इसी में हम अपना लगे रहेंगे और बाकी सब कुछ नहीं। आप मालूम है ना भाई कि हम अलग हो गए थे,
हम यहाँ हैं भाई,
सबको एकजुट करके चाह रहे थे कि तेजी से तो सब कुछ कर नहीं रहा था, तो बेकारे हो ही गया ना। वही लोग ज्यादा चाह रहा था, बड़ा खुशी प्रकट करता था। अब तो मुक्ति मिल गई, फिर जहाँ थे वही फिर आ गए और अब इधर उधर जाने का सवाल
Nitish Kumar, has he been fully able to explain, in your view, Sanjay Kumar, why he's done this somersault?
No, I don't think that he has been able to explain either to the leaders or even to the people of Bihar. The lame excuse he has been saying is that I was feeling uncomfortable, things were not going very well within the I.N.D.I.A alliance, so things were not moving, so I decided to leave because I was not feeling very good about being in the I.N.D.I.A alliance. That's not an excuse, that's kind of a lame excuse. You have to tell something more to the people of Bihar, people who have elected you to the assembly, people who have made you the chief minister, that what was seriously wrong, why you left the alliance. So in my opinion, I don't think he has been able to offer
Amitabh Tiwari, what's your hot take on this? The fact that Nitish Kumar said, I was uncomfortable, wahan pe bhi acha nahi tha, yahan pe bhi, I mean, does he at all explain? Bihar, of course, is a very sophisticated state politically. Is he at all able to explain why he's made this move?
So this time he has failed miserably in explaining why he has made the move, because what he is saying essentially is that Congress did not help me to get together regional parties to defeat the BJP, so I am joining hands with the BJP. Essentially, this is what he means, correct? So no, I mean, he's not able to explain, and clearly he wants to retain the 16 Lok Sabha seats which he won, and he sees Mahagathbandhan or RJD as a potential challenger. He sees that BJP does not have leaders of his stature, and BJP might need to still hold on to his hands to ensure victory in the Vidhan Sabha elections, and that's why he has taken this move, because he has his eyes on the CM chair even in 2025 Vidhan Sabha elections, and he feels that the BJP will not be able to develop leadership to replace him in the upcoming Vidhan Sabha elections, which is to be held around 1.5 years from now.
You know, Nitish Kumar said, पहले यहीं थे, बीच में कहीं चले गए थे, अब इधर उधर जाने का सवाल नहीं है. Ashutosh, will anybody buy that? Or do you think, given the number of somersaults he's made, he can say, अब इधर उधर जाने का सवाल नहीं है, but nobody will really buy that kind of a comment?
Rahul, do you remember the 1.5 years back when he left BJP? What did he say? He said, कि अब मर जाऊंगा लेकिन नहीं जाऊंगा. You know, that was his language. So don't trust what he's saying. If tomorrow it suits to him, he would like to switch, but whether he will be acceptable to RJD, that's a different story altogether. See, how it has to be noticed is, and I think Sanjay Kumar is right there, that Nitish Kumar this time did not find an excuse to attack RJD and give some reason. He's not saying that the RJD is, there's so much corruption, or RJD did not let him work. Nothing of that sort. And don't forget, even the Tejasvi Yadav is also being very circumspect while attacking Nitish Kumar. वो सिर्फ इतना कि ठीक है वो चले गए बहुत अच्छा है जो कुछ भी है हम करेंगे. I think because Nitish Kumar this time has no reason to blame RJD or the Tejasvi Yadav for ditching this alliance. The basic reason is that his party was imploding. The party was vertically dividing between the RJD supporter and the BJP supporter. And finally, he realized that if the party is breaking down before parliamentary elections, then it will be disaster for him. So let's buy some time. I think he's buying time till 2024. He also knows that he is on a very slippery wicket, and he somehow would like to play like the typical gambler. That till he has got a penny in his hand, he always believed that he can get back the money he lost. So he's playing that gambler's game.
You know, nothing that Home Minister Amit Shah does just happens to be happenstance. He's put out a tweet that's very interesting. The person he met today, he's not said anything about Nitish Kumar just yet. He may in some time, but he's met with Dr. Mohan Yadav, the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, also a Yadav leader, and the BJP hoping to break the RJD's Yadav vote bank. He says, आज मध्य प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री मोहन यादव जी से मुलाकात हुई और प्रदेश के विकास व सुशासन से जुड़े विभिन्न मुद्दों पर सार्थक चर्चा हुई. So basically, he met with the Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister, spoke about good governance, and the expectation, Amitabh Tiwari, that the BJP has is that they'll be able to win some Yadav votes. So, you've got Modi on the ticket. It's an election which is for the parliament. And B, you've just made Mohan Yadav your chief minister, showing that you've got some space politically for the Yadav community as well. Could that lead to some percentage of the Yadavs potentially leaving the RJD fold, switching over to the BJP in the Lok Sabha elections?
Even during 2014 and 19, some percentage of Yadav voters, and Sanjay Jay would correct me if I'm wrong, I think the number was around 20 to 25%. Largely the young Yadav, the 18 to 25, 18 to 35 year age Yadav voter did switch to BJP. And the party hopes that with this message that it is not only the Samajwadi Party or the RJD who can install a Yadav chief minister, the BJP today also can make a Yadav chief minister. It has sent out a message to the community, and it's also signaling sort of a Yadav versus non-Yadav politics, which it has done in the Hindi heartland for the past 10 years. With Mohan Yadav's appointment, it is sending a signal that it is not averse to Yadavs, it is not anti-Yadav. At the same time, it is trying to broaden the OBC coalition. The lower OBC vote is already with the BJP. It has doubled from 22% in 2009 to 44% as per CSDS data. And it also now wants to add the upper or the forward OBC like Yadavs. And with
Sanjay
Nitish
Kumar, does the Yadav vote split? Because Mohan Yadav, apart from everything else, you got Modi on the ticket, it's a national election, you got JDU also. What percentage of the incremental Yadav vote could switch to the RJD, from the RJD to the BJP?
See, if you look at the past electoral data, there is a clear trend, Rahul, that if you look at the assembly election, the Yadav vote remains united in favor of RJD in Bihar and also for Samajwadi Party in UP. But as soon as you look at the Lok Sabha elections and look at the 2014 and 2019, there is a big difference. There is a shift of Yadav vote in favor of BJP. We have seen that happening in 2014 and 2019. Now with having a chief minister with a surname Yadav, and you remember, Rahul, that he was sent to Bihar few days ago. I think he's sending out a clear message that this is a party which can also have a Yadav chief minister. And I sense that in 2024, BJP will be able to mobilize some more Yadav vote in its favor because they are trying to send out a very strong signal that they are the one who are the real well-wishers of the Yadavs and the OBCs.
Samajwadi Party leader Akhilesh Yadav has put out a post. I want to take our viewers through Akhilesh Yadav's first reaction after Nitish Kumar was sworn in. ये भाजपा का लोकसभा चुनाव हारने की हताशा का नतीजा है. BJP is afraid they'll lose the Lok Sabha election, which is why they've done this. जिसने साजिश करके एक भावी प्रधानमंत्री को अपने साथ मिलाकर मुख्यमंत्री के पद तक ही सीमित कर दिया, which is why they've taken a potential prime ministerial candidate and restricted him to being a chief minister. भाजपा ने बिहार की जनता का अपमान किया है और जनमत का भी. They've insulted the people of Bihar and the mandate that the people gave in the last elections. Which isn't really true because in the last elections the JDU and the BJP had fought together, but that's what Akhilesh is saying. जनता इस अपमान का जवाब भाजपा गठबंधन को लोकसभा का चुनाव हरा कर देगी. बिहार का हर निवासी अपना अगला वोट बिहार के सम्मान को बचाने के लिए डालेगा और भाजपा को हराने के लिए. So it looks as if Akhilesh Yadav, for what it's worth at this moment, still strongly on the side of the India alliance. He's given 11 seats, Amitabh Tiwari, to the Congress? Is that something you think the Congress is likely to take? Because they were asking for about 20. 11 seems to be a take it or leave it kind of offer from Akhilesh.
No, essentially, that is, I think, low for the Congress party, because though the Congress party won only 2 seats in 2014 Lok Sabha elections and was runner-up on 6 seats, so that adds to 8. However, the party led to the loss of Mahagathbandhan candidates in 10 seats. So the Congress has the potential to damage the prospects of Samajwadi Party in 10 seats, and actually it did that in 2019. See, Samajwadi Party also trying to show that it needs to contest on 60 seats is not fair, because the Samajwadi Party also does not have a great strike record in 2014 and 2019 Lok Sabha elections. So I think the right number for Congress, as far as my calculations, is somewhere around 12 to 16 seats. 16 seats on the upper sides is
Sanjay Kumar, where do you come out on this? How many seats do you think the Congress actually deserves?
So if you look at the 2019 Lok Sabha elections, there are only 14 seats where Congress has more than 10% vote. If you look at between 40,
no, but 10% is too low a benchmark.
That's why I'm saying. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that they should get 14.
If you were Akhilesh, how many would you think they deserve academically?
No, I think Akhilesh has given them a reasonable number of seats.
So Amitabh Tiwari more generous to the Congress. He's saying 14 de do, aap bol rahe 11 bhi zyada hai.
No, but if you keep coming down up till 19 seats, Congress is getting only 8% votes. So do you want a party to contest the next Lok Sabha election with only having 8% of the vote? How this party will be able to defeat the BJP? So my own sense is that 11 seat is good enough a number for Congress. They should accept this number and they should go for the 2024 elections in alliance with Samajwadi Party.
It almost seems as if, Shama Mohammed, that the Congress is rambling along for the 2029 elections. It doesn't look, I mean, if you haven't been able to allocate seats in any state properly, it doesn't seem that you're serious about this election. Rahul Gandhi is busy with his yatra. It seems like you've given up on 24. You're trying to prepare and build the party for 29.
I don't agree with you at all. See, what we are doing is we are taking the higher ground, and we would want regional parties to have their say and them getting their seats. Eventually, we have to win. And as you know, Rahul, we never break regional parties. We know what the Bharatiya Janata Party does. NCP into 2, Shiv Sena into 2. What did they do in the last election? Why did Nitish come this side? Because they put Chirag Paswan LJP, who fought 136 seats and only won 1. So it reduced his JDU's seat numbers from about 72, they came to 43. They ate into, and they were put there by the Bharatiya Janata Party. So Bharatiya Janata Party's plan is to break up regional parties. We do not have. When we were in power from 2004 to 14 as UPA, our regional parties and our alliance partners basically thrived. We never finished off alliance partners. They have finished off even the Akali Dal, the oldest, Shiv Sena, oldest, all finished. TDP, not there anymore. So we never discussed that part. It's always the blame is on the Congress. Congress is trying their best to keep this, in the history of India, you didn't have 29, now it's become 28 alliance partners coming together. So it's not going to be easy, Rahul. It's a tough one. And let me also say one more thing. Just a few months back, Nitish Kumar said, Samvidhan khatre mein hai under Modi. Samvidhan was in danger, our constitution. What has happened? See, there is...
as of now, the India alliance khatre mein. As of now, the danger is to the India alliance.
And also, Rahul, a swipe at you. You mentioned about what I said. What about when Modi says that Ajit Pawar is the most corrupt man? You must take this up to him. Ajit Pawar is with him now. Ajit Pawar is the best guy in town. So please, let's not point fingers at each other, and let's understand that this India alliance...
let Zafar Islam respond to that, because till recently, BJP leaders were saying Nitish Kumar has lost his marbles, unka मानसिक संतुलन बिगड़ गया है, कुछ याद नहीं रहता, Parkinson हो गया है. You were calling him all kinds of names. Now suddenly all that's gone. Syed Zafar Islam, or do you think he still lost his mental balance?
Well, you had Samrat Chaudhary ji. He said, किसी व्यक्ति के साथ कोई लड़ाई नहीं, ये political लड़ाई है. So it was a political battle. It was nothing against Nitish Kumar or, for that matter,
political
any other politician of opposition parties. It was primary. Please do not interrupt. I didn't interrupt. Doesn't mean you are losing the plot, doesn't mean that you should start shouting here. So all I'm trying to tell you that it is for the welfare of the people, and that is what the Honorable Chief Minister also stated, that I was very uncomfortable with kind of the way they function. Their priority
no, but he knew it.
I
don't buy
the
that.
priority is not the people.
No, one second. I don't buy that, Ashutosh, because let's assume Nitish Kumar and the RJD under Tejaswi had not been in power. You can say it's an untested commodity. He's suffocated with the BJP. He wants to give the RJD alliance a shot. He had been in the RJD alliance. So therefore, this time, Tejaswi has probably been more mature than he was last time. They've been less irresponsible than the last time. There is nothing that Nitish can say he didn't know, which is why he's left. He's not explained why he was unhappy with the RJD.
That's what I'm saying. It's very remarkable that the Nitish Kumar has not come out with any excuse. So I still maintain that the JDU was imploding, and that's one reason which he openly can't say. That party was breaking, and the MPs were trying to go towards the BJP because they knew that if the alliance happens between the RJD and the JDU, because most of the seats which JDU won last time, this time the RJD was also wanted those seats. So obviously few of their MPs, which is now MPs, either denied the tickets or would have been asked to go somewhere else. So it was a serious problem with the JDU. But see, I think the debate is further if we take the debate to further at the different level. Just focus on the two person who have become the Deputy Chief Minister of under Nitish this time, Samrat Chaudhary and Vijay Sinha. And who are these two leaders? These are the two leaders who have been very, very aggressive with Nitish Kumar. You just Google and find out how many times Vijay Sinha has literally had just not abused, but has gone to that extent, has been breathing down his neck. Samrat Chaudhary is very aggressive. Last time when the alliance happened, it was not Sushil Modi who became the Deputy Chief Minister, but Tarakishore Prasad and Renu Devi, and both of them were very polite, very humble, and a very soft Deputy Chief Minister. This time BJP has decided to have aggressive leaders and to project, because that will help them project as a future leaders from the BJP. So don't forget that the BJP has just randomly put Samrat Chaudhary and
Zafar
Vijay
Islam,
Sinha.
are you willing to accept
CM.
this point on camera that Samrat Chaudhary, Vijay Sinha very different from the last two Deputy Chief Ministers, Renu Devi and Tarakishore Prasad, that they will be far more assertive, like they've been combative against Nitish the last year and a half. They'll be far more assertive and aggressive than the last two deputy CMs.
Well, like a spokesperson, some are very combative, some are very.
So which category are you in?
But everybody is doing their job.
Category mein ho? Where do you classify yourself, Zafar? Combative or non-combative?
I'm a mixed one. I'm both sides. As per the situation.
हम सबके साथ हैं. That's like the Nitish Kumar poster in Bailey Road today. हम सबके साथ हैं.
I can be very nasty too. But on a serious note, see, everybody has a job to deliver. He has been given a task, and more than task, he also understands, because he's from Bihar, that the politics what Nitish Kumar and RJD together was doing at that point in time was not in the interest of the people, or for that matter in the interest of the state. So he had to fight for the people and for the state. That was his job. As a political party, as an opposition party, that's our job. But let me tell you one more thing which you are discussing for long. This is the turning point for Mahagathbandhan, that they will split now. Because many
Who
other
will
political
split away?
parties
What are you
thinking
suggesting?
whether they can
Who will
survive
split?
in
Bachai kaun hai, sir? Who will split?
So you will see, she was counting 29. Our next show, then she may not be able to count 20. And then, of course, as
no,
we go
answer,
down
if you know something more than what I do, say it clearly. I don't make a jalebi. If you know more than I do, tell us clearly who will split.
I can say with conviction. I don't know whether you know or you don't know, but I can say with conviction, and she knows that this so-called Gamandiya Ganbardhan
who will split?
Who will survive. The best thing to
ऐसे ही बोल रहे हो, कुछ पता ही नहीं.
E.N.D.A.
भाई, who will split? आप ऐसे ही googly छोड़ रहे हो. Tell us who will split. If you know who will split, tell me which party is going away.
No, he's making it up.
Let him
story.
I'll come back to you.
Let's focus on the Modi government, on BJP. How many alliance partners you have?
They are getting more right now. Nitish has just joined them. That's a big catch.
Why are you shouting?
Zafar bhai, who else
Because
is
Mr.
likely to
Sharma
go
knows.
away?
She knows. I don't
One
know.
second, one minute. I can't have everybody speaking the same way. Zafar bhai, who is likely to split? खबर बताओ ना, आप ऐसे बोल रहे हो.
There, Rahul, there are certain things which needs to be understood, not to be spoken.
No, why
So
not?
I think
I am
you
not
need to
understanding.
understand.
Please
You are a very
speak
senior
clearly.
journalist.
Sir,
That
I am
how
not
many people
understanding.
are served.
Speak clearly.
So I'm speaking clearly that this Mahagathbandhan or India Alliance or Gamandiya Gathbandhan will not survive. You will see it will break right in the middle.
What's your
And you will see
political
many
sense
parties
telling
will
you? Could
go away
Zafar
from this
Islam be
Gathbandhan.
right? Could more parties split?
Soon you will see that.
Or do you think he's just doing kite flying?
See, unless Jafar knows that there's an Operation Lotus happening in the
No
Congress
kite flying,
party,
you'll see.
unless Zafar Islam knows that the Operation Lotus happening in the Congress party, I don't see anything happening because this alliance, RJD, Congress, and the three left parties, it is ideologically most cohesive alliance which Tejasvi Yadav can have, and this has been a very, very cohesive since they contested elections together. And together they command more than 37% vote share. Don't forget it. The Congress still command last assembly election almost 10% vote share. Left got 5% vote share, and the RJD got more than 23% vote share. 37% vote share is a formidable number. So the ideologically on the two different planes are JDU and the BJP, because JDU don't share the same ideology which the BJP has. But all three, RJD, Congress, and left, are ideologically almost similar in their articulation and on the ground also.
Yeah, but BJP and JDU together a formidable combination.
Rahul,
on top of that, you've got Lok Jan Shakti Party, you've got Upendra Kushwaha, you've got the Hindustan Awam Morcha of Jitendra Majhi. All that together, they may have 37, they may hold on to 37, but on the other side is this massive rainbow coalition that really will be difficult to take on. It's interesting to see who's commenting and who's not. Yogi Adityanath, the Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister, has tweeted, and I take you through what he said. Interestingly, the Home Minister Amit Shah hasn't tweeted yet. He's put another post, this time meeting Bhajan Lal, the new Rajasthan Chief Minister. He before that put out a post about meeting Mohan Yadav, the Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister. He hasn't said anything about Nitish Kumar becoming CM just yet. I'm sure at some point in time he will. So far, interestingly, he hasn't. Meanwhile, Yogi Adityanath has tweeted, and I take you through, Shri Nitish Kumar ji ko Bihar राज्य के मुख्यमंत्री और श्री सम्राट चौधरी एवं विजय सिन्हा जी को उप मुख्यमंत्री पद की शपथ लेने की हार्दिक बधाई। पूर्ण विश्वास है कि बिहार में बनी डबल इंजन की सरकार आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के मार्गदर्शन में राज्य में सेवा, सुशासन और विकास के नए मानक स्थापित करेगी. So that's from Yogi Adityanath, the neighboring chief minister. He is congratulating the new Bihar chief minister for being re-sworn in this time round along with the BJP. Let's come back to this point. Could there be a further split in the India alliance, Sanjay Kumar?
Very difficult.
Who could go?
No, very difficult for me to say who would go, or will there be a split or not?
AAP could split, for example, because they're not being able to divide tickets either in Delhi or in Punjab.
Yes, I don't rule out the India Alliance partner moving away from the India Alliance at the national level in different states. It may not happen in Bihar, but in other states it might happen. At the moment, I'm not sure whether Aam Aadmi Party is an alliance partner or not. If you consider Aam Aadmi Party,
or they could stay in the India Alliance and do a Mamata
I'm saying if we consider Aam Aadmi Party as an alliance partner at this moment, it might happen that Aam Aadmi Party might leave. They have already made an announcement that they are going to contest all the 13 seats in Punjab. And if they take similar kind of a
remember, behind the scenes, I can tell our viewers that the Akalis and the BJP have been in dialogue. Nothing's really come off it just yet, but that's only a question of reaching an agreement when they want to. If the BJP wants, that could happen as well. So you could have the Akalis and the BJP back. It's tough for the AAP and the Congress to ally because they're number 1 and 2 party. Whenever you're number 1 and 2, if you ally, you're really just creating space for the political opposition. Delhi is easier because you're 2 and 3. But there's, at this moment, no sign of any seat adjustment. And therein, Shawah Mohammed, lies the problem for the Congress. You just aren't moving with any pace and purpose to be able to thrash out the seat distribution, which is why in October, when you had that last meeting in Bombay, when you just decided, okay, now let's focus on the assembly elections, that's when you should have been focusing on these things. By now, you should have decided your seats already.
Rahul, but very important thing is, as when the alliance came into play, we knew some states were very difficult. One was Punjab, the other one West Bengal, third one is Kerala. So they will never be an alliance.
West Bengal wasn't difficult. I'm sorry, West Bengal wasn't difficult. Kerala and Punjab are. Bengal, you could have found a solution.
Anyway, West Bengal, it's just 2 seats, so it's not a problem.
2 seats for you. Okay. JP Nadda, the BJP president, who studied in Patna, schooling, college, he's speaking now. Let's listen.
Chaudhary ji, हमारे तावड़े जी, श्री प्रेम जी, मंगल पांडे जी और यहाँ उपस्थित हमारे मीडिया के सभी वरिष्ठ सज्जन वृंद, अभी हम सब लोग नीतीश कुमार जी के नेतृत्व में बिहार में नवगठित सरकार एनडीए की सरकार के शपथ ग्रहण कार्यक्रम से निवृत्त होकर यहाँ आपसे रुखसत हुए हैं। सबसे पहली बात तो यह है कि नीतीश जी एनडीए में वापस आए हैं, ये हम सब के लिए बहुत ही हर्ष का विषय है और हम यह भी मानते हैं कि ये जो हमें बिहार ने मैंडेट दिया था, वह मैंडेट एनडीए को दिया था और जेडीयू का भी और नीतीश जी का भी नेचुरल अलायंस वो एनडीए ही है। इसलिए यह हम सब के लिए हर्ष का विषय है कि उनका वापस आना ये बिहार के लिए और एनडीए के माध्यम से बिहार के विकास के लिए ये एक सुखद समाचार भी है और हम सब के लिए हर्ष का विषय है। यह भी ऑन रिकॉर्ड है कि जब एनडीए की सरकार आई है तब बिहार में स्टेबिलिटी और विकास की गति ने नई छलांग लगाई है। अगर हम देखें तो चाहे इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर हो, चाहे एजुकेशन का सेक्टर हो, चाहे हेल्थ का सेक्टर हो या लॉ एंड ऑर्डर सिचुएशन, सभी मामलों में जब एनडीए ने लीड किया है और एनडीए की सरकार आई है तो बिहार हमेशा विकास की गति को एक अपने आप में गति मिली है और इसमें भी कोई दो राय नहीं है कि वर्तमान परिस्थिति में लॉ एंड ऑर्डर एक तरीके से चरमरा रहा था। आज जब भारतीय जनता पार्टी के साथ और एनडीए का अलायंस बनता है तो स्टेबिलिटी आती है और उसी से लॉ एंड ऑर्डर को कंट्रोल करने में एक बहुत बड़ा एक अहम भूमिका भी रहती है। प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में अब ये डबल इंजन की सरकार में उन्होंने जो निश्चय लिया है उसके बहुत ही अच्छे प्रमाण और अच्छे प्रभाव बिहार के दृष्टि से होगा, ऐसा हमारा विश्वास है। साथ ही साथ प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में आने वाले समय में बिहार लोकसभा में स्वीप करेगा और एनडीए स्वीप करेगा और विधानसभा के चुनाव में भी एनडीए की सरकार बनना निश्चित रहेगा, ये हम महसूस करते हैं। जहां तक इंडिया अलायंस का सवाल है, हम पहले भी मानते थे कि यह अनहोली अलायंस, यह अनसाइंटिफिक अलायंस, ये अलायंस चलने वाला नहीं है और ये जो पहले भारत जोड़ो यात्रा थी जो अपने आप में एक तरीके से बेनतीजे समाप्त हुई और ये जो अभी इनकी अन्याय यात्रा और भारत तोड़ो यात्रा है और ये जो इंडिया अलायंस है, ये कंसेप्चुअली फेल कर चुका है। बंगाल में इसको ममता जी ने अच्छा पलीता लगाया, पंजाब में जो हो रहा है वो हम सब देख रहे हैं और बिहार में जो हुआ है वो स्पष्ट रूप से बताता है कि इंडिया अलायंस जो ये अलायंस था वो कॉन्सेप्ट वाइज भी और धरती पर उतरने से पहले ही यह बिफर गया है और बिखर गया है। और यहां यह भी मैं कहना चाहता हूं कि ये इंडिया अलायंस कोई और अलायंस नहीं था, ये अलायंस परिवार बचाओ अलायंस था। ये अलायंस प्रॉपर्टी बचाओ अलायंस है। ये अलायंस जिन लोगों ने भ्रष्टाचार किया है उनका जमावड़ा है, और ये अलायंस तुष्टीकरण को बढ़ावा देने वाला अलायंस है। और आज भारत की जनता प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में ज्ञान की ओर आगे बढ़ रही है। गरीब कल्याण, युवाओं का उत्थान, अन्नदाता के साथ आगे बढ़ने का निश्चय और नारी शक्ति को सशक्त करना, इसके तरफ मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में देश आगे बढ़ रहा है। इसलिए इंडिया अलायंस का जो हुआ है वो आप सबके सामने है। मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि बिहार में ये जो सरकार एनडीए की बनी है नीतीश जी के नेतृत्व में, इसमें स्टेबिलिटी आएगी। इसके कारण विकास को नई गति मिलेगी। डबल इंजन की सरकार पूरी ताकत से बिहार को आगे बढ़ाने में सक्षम रहेगी और एक लंबी छलांग लगाने की तैयारी है। और इसके साथ साथ सबका विकास, सबका विश्वास, सबका प्रयास और सबका साथ, इसको लेकर के चलने वाला ये जो मंत्र है, इसको हम आगे बढ़ाने वाले हैं। इसलिए उज्जवल विकास के लिए और उज्जवल बिहार के लिए यह जो नई सरकार एनडीए की बनी है, मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि ये एक उज्जवल बिहार को बढ़ाने में सक्षम रहेगी, ऐसा मेरा मानना है। धन्यवाद।
आने से लगता है लोकसभा चुनाव में सब कुछ अच्छा रहेगा, क्योंकि 2019 में 39 सीटें जीती थी आप लोगों ने। नीतीश कहीं नहीं नाराजगी थोड़ी बहुत नीतीश को लेकर बीच में दिखी थी जनता की।
हम स्वीप करेंगे लोकसभा का चुनाव। बिहार में हम सभी सीटें जीतेंगे। बहुत बहुत
धन्यवाद। Two new deputy chief ministers, BJP president and Bihar boy, JP Nadda beaming from year to year. He's got Vinod Tavade there. He's got the new cabinet ministers in the Nitish Kumar government. They're delighted to be back in power in Patna with good reason, because it would have been a far tougher battle. Nitish Kumar being on board the I.N.D.I.A alliance just makes Bihar easier. And in the zone that the BJP is at this moment, they want to win every seat. They don't want to give anything away. They want to ensure that in every single seat they're as strong as can be. That's Samrat Chaudhary, the man who has been fighting Nitish Kumar the most, came into the BJP about 6 years ago, has been both with the RJD and the JDU, and is now one of the two deputy CMs of Bihar. I'm slipping into a break. Our coverage is non-stop this Sunday. We return on the other side of a very quick break. Stay with us.
You are watching.
कि अब सरकार में आ गए हैं तो सब कुछ ठीक ही रहेगा। और
You're live on TV. Catch whoever you can and let's speak to them. How are the new ministers feeling about their new gigs? He's furtively looking for people. This reminds me of what happened soon after the temple consecration ended, and there were hundreds of people, all of whom wanted to speak, and I had to figure out who do you really want to spend time talking to. So Rohit doing something similar right now, right outside the Raj Bhavan.
He's got a few ministers slowly trooping out, and I'm sure they'll, Bihar ministers usually like the camera, and they will.
All ministers. Tell me one minister who doesn't.
In states, in some of the southern states like Tamil Nadu, they're very
that's
reluctant.
Nitish Kumar there.
Yeah, there is Nitish Kumar. For the umpteenth time, being sworn in as Bihar Chief Minister and leaving now the Raj Bhavan. But we'll wait and see who Rohit can actually catch. An interesting figure in all of this is Vinod Tawde, Rahul. He's the election in charge for Bihar, and I know him well because he was from Maharashtra, a student leader, then became a minister. And Vinod has spent a lot of time in Bihar in the last few years, and his main aim has been how do we make the BJP Bihar's party number one? I think the real battle now, Rahul, is for party number one. Is it RJD, which has, if I'm not mistaken, now the maximum MLAs? Or is it the BJP, which has the second largest number of MLAs? Which becomes the largest party of Bihar?
No, it's also interesting that they're grooming the likes of Vinod Tawde, who's a very local Maharashtra-centric leader, giving them that national exposure and the opportunity to try and understand, because, you know, he doesn't... Okay, let's listen to Vijay, Chaudhary, because he doesn't have that kind of exposure or grooming in national politics. They're also grooming the next generation of leaders in a way, you know, that only being in power can. And unlike the Congress, which saw the likes of Milind Deora and so many others, Jyotiradittya Scindia, Jitin Prasad all leave. Many, okay, let's listen to Samrat Chaudhary.
और पुराने गठबंधन साथी एक साथ फिर हो गए हैं, लगता सब कुछ ठीक है।
एकदम ठीक रहेगा। बिहार के विकास के लिए ही काम करना।
काम करेंगे। आपकी कोई नाराजगी तो नहीं है? बहुत आप थोड़ा नाराज रहते थे नीतीश जी से।
व्यक्तिगत कोई लड़ाई नहीं होती है, राजनीतिक लड़ाई है। अब तो जब दोनों पार्टियों का मिलन हो गया है, तो व्यक्तिगत लड़ाई का कोई स्थान नहीं।
पगड़ी पे आपके सवाल हो रहे थे कि पगड़ी कब
बताऊंगा, पगड़ी भी जल्द मैं बताऊंगा, कब उतारूंगा।
देखिए हमारे साथ सम्राट चौधरी हैं। सम्राट चौधरी जिंदाबाद।
बता रहे हैं कि व्यक्तिगत कोई दुश्मनी नहीं होती है, राजनीतिक होता है।
Okay, that's Samrat Chaudhary. Alliance implodes. All that and more is our top focus this evening as we look at the impact Nitish Kumar's return to the NDA fold could have on the big battle of 2024.
Nitish does NDA Vapsi.
Nitish Kumar.
Jump and dump spectacle in Bihar. Nitish nukes the India alliance. India alliance loses its patriarch.
इसलिए नौबत हुई है कि ठीक नहीं चल रहा था, ये जो भी सरकार थी वो समाप्त कर दिया गया।
No nyay for opposition, Nitish says bye.
Let me take you through the headlines we are tracking this evening. Nitish Kumar takes oath for a record 9th time as Bihar CM says there's no question of him now doing any more idhar-udhar. Samrat Chaudhary, Vijay Sinha sworn in as Bihar's deputy CMs, Jitin Majhi's son, and 3 JDU ministers also take the oath. RJD loses the Bihar Game of Thrones. Tejasvi hits out at Nitish for betrayal, claims the game has just begun. Nitish's palti, a big blow for the India bloc before the 24 elections. Opposition loses its patriarch Rahul Gandhi, his mum. Congress's Jairam Ramesh and Samajwadi Party's Akhilesh Yadav fire the big betrayal jar. UP CM Yogi Adityanath's first reaction on the Gyan Vyapi ASI survey calls finding of the Hindu relics inside the mosque historic. Nitish Kumar spoke to the media soon after taking the oath of office, where he said he's come back to where he started from and now says there's no question of doing any idhar-udhar.
पहले भी थे, बीच में कहीं गए और फिर इधर हमारी पार्टी के लोग मुझे लग रहा था ये तय हो गया और अब सब दिन हम साथ रहेंगे जो स्कूल में थे और आज कुछ लोगों का हो गया, यानी हमारे अलावे 8 लोगों का हो गया है वो, तो अब बाकी जो बचेंगे उसको बहुत जल्दी और काफी हो जाएगा। लेकिन आज इतने लोगों का किया गया है आज तो आप सब जानते ही हैं, तीनों पार्टी का और एक इंडिपेंडेंट लड़के का खेल जा चुका है। तो अभी दो चीज हम बता देना चाहते हैं और दूसरा विजय कुमार सिन्हा जी का, ये दोनों को हम उप मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में मान्यता दे दी। ये दोनों, मैं मुख्यमंत्री हूँ और मेरे बाद दो मुख्यमंत्री रहेंगे, एक सम्राट चौधरी जी और एक विजय कुमार सिन्हा, ये दोनों उप मुख्यमंत्री रहेंगे। आज आपको इसकी घोषणा भी हम काम इसी आपको आगे बढ़ाएंगे, तो इसी में हम अपना लगे और बाकी सब कुछ नहीं। आप मालूम है ना भाई कि हम अलग हो गए थे, करके चार इनके से तो सब कुछ कर नहीं रहा था, कार्य हो ही गया था, तो मुक्ति मिल गई। यहाँ थे वही फिर आ गए और अब इधर उधर जाने का सवाल नहीं।
Nitish Kumar's NDA Vapsi has virtually grounded the India alliance. After Mamta's Ekla Chalo declaration, Nitish Kumar's exit has come as the second big blow to the opposition alliance. The India allies are now comparing Nitish to a chameleon and crying that he's done a great betrayal.
He was the architect of the India bloc. He gave the opposition the caste census agenda to take on the BJP's Hindutva card. And now Nitish Kumar has dumped the united opposition front, virtually torpedoing their calling card.
अरे इसलिए नौबत हुई है कि ठीक नहीं चल रहा था।
The Congress, the principal opposition party left licking its wounds, has slammed Nitish and put up a brave front.
वो अपना राजनीतिक रंग बदलते रहते हैं। इंडिया अलायंस पर हमारे गठबंधन पर इसका कोई असर नहीं होगा।
With Nitish Kumar's exit, other allies are likely to play hardball in seat-sharing talks. Samajwadi Party has unilaterally offered 11 seats to the Congress in Uttar Pradesh, catching the grand old party by surprise. The Shiv Sena UBT is insisting it must get the largest share of seats in Maharashtra. The Congress is struggling to meet the expectations of its allies while protecting its own interests.
इंडिया अलायंस जो है ये तो एक एक राज्य में चर्चा हो रही है, तो एक एक राज्य में आपको एक ही चीज हर जगह में नहीं मिलेगी। जैसे कि मैं केरल में हूं और वहां सीपीएम और कांग्रेस के अंतर बहुत फर्क है और मेरे ख्याल में हम ये सीट शेयरिंग के विषय भी उठाता नहीं है। लेकिन नेक्स्ट डोर मतलब जो तमिलनाडु में सीपीएम, सीपीआई, कांग्रेस, डीएमके सारे एक साथ हैं और हम चार पार्टी एक साथ काम कर रहे हैं।
The Trinamool Congress has already killed the alliance in West Bengal. TMC has warned the Congress against making derogatory statements against Mamta Banerjee, one of the reasons cited by the TMC to go solo.
बहुत देर हो चुका है क्योंकि ये अधीर रंजन चौधरी जब से कंटिन्यूअसली ममता जी, अभिषेक जी, आवर पार्टी लीडर्स, आवर पार्टी, आवर गवर्नमेंट, सबको जिस तरह वो मैलाइन कर रहे थे वो तो भाजपा को हेल्प कर रहे थे।
BJP claims ideological differences were the reason behind the India bloc implosion.
When India Alliance was formed, we told everyone that this is a short-lived alliance because of ideological contradiction. Their only target was Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
Nitish Kumar's exit from the India bloc has dented the opposition's election prospects. Bihar was one of the states it was hoping to bring down the NDA's tally. Now the opposition alliance is back to the drawing board. Bureau Report, India Today.
Nitish Kumar is back in the NDA fold, and the big question now is what impact will this decision have on the 2024 elections? Could the India alliance implode further? What kind of advantage does the BJP get? They're talking about Ab ki baar 400 par. Is that just a rallying war cry, or could that somehow come true, if they're able to stitch the right alliances, make the right maneuvers in every state, that's what the BJP top brass seems to be aiming for. Ajay Alok is the spokesperson of the BJP. Sanjay Jha is a columnist. Rashid Kidwai tracks the Congress very, very closely. Madhu Gaudiyashki succeeded in Telangana in getting the Congress elected there, but it's not looking good news right now in Bihar. Suraj Mandal is an associate professor at Delhi University. He's the grandson of the famous BP Mandal who set up the Mandal Commission. Rajat Sethi is with us as well. I want to go across to Madhu Yashki first. Madhu, you know, in Telangana you won, but apart from that one victory, it seems everything that can potentially go wrong for the Congress. Mamta Banerjee saying ekla chalo, Nitish Kumar saying tata goodbye. It's all going wrong. The script for the India Alliance and for the Congress in particular is coming apart. Madhu?
Yes, Rahul. Yes.
Sir, you are moving. I think you just stand in one place. Let's get some good bandwidth and then I come to you in just a moment. I'll allow you to do that. In the meanwhile, Rashid Kidwai, you know, some of the delay in decision making is so obviously irritating for the likes of Nitish Kumar that at some point in time it was bound to have repercussions like the volcanic eruption in Bihar. Everybody sees it. Why doesn't Rahul Gandhi and the Congress?
I think Rahul, the opposition, entire opposition is pitted against a very formidable, force that being Narendra Modi-led BJP. And look, they are very comfortable. So it's not that coalitions are normally, worked out when, you don't have enough. The BJP at the federal level, the Lok Sabha elections is more than comfortable. Post January 22nd, their prospects also look very good. But in spite of that, they are weakening and they're going out of the way. The problem with the opposition is they do not know who's next. I don't think India Alliance will remain, whatever leftover India Alliance will remain intact till till the time elections start for 2024. And because there are just too many leaders, but there is no one who's at the driver's seat. Gandhi's could have done it, but Gandhi somehow, for various reasons, Sonia Gandhi is in semi-retirement mode. She doesn't want to upstage Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi is busy with his yatra. He thinks that will make a greater impact. And Mr. Mallikarjun
greater impact than what? Wherever he is going, unless the idea is to benefit the BJP, wherever he is going, it's having the opposite impact of what would help the opposition.
Rahul, it takes two to tango. You look at allies. Allies have no kind of love for the Congress or Gandhi family or Congress leadership. They are there to further their cause, and that is why I'm saying there is a sleeper mode. What Mr. Nitish Kumar has done, it's not a question of immorality or a moral act. It takes the BJP has also been equally this. Just because he was not made convener, that doesn't mean you ideologically join the other camp and you claim to be an architect of India Alliance. So here I'm not saying. I'm saying maybe Maharashtra will be next, and you will see more this kind of things happening. Events that.
What do you think can happen in Maharashtra? What more can happen in Maharashtra beyond what's already happened?
Yes, that is what I'm saying, that it may happen. Whatever is left over, you can't be sure of NCP. You cannot be sure of the thing. This is the reading of the Congress party. My friend Madhu may not admit it, or Sanjay Jha, but this is the thing. There's a deep anxiety now, and they say, 24 to gaya.
Gaya 24. Madhu, if you hear me well, is it game,
Rahul,
set and match now? PM Modi back again for a record third time, equaling Jawaharlal Nehru's record?
First of all, Rahul, if they're so confident, why they're doing this with Nitish? Earlier we used
they're
to
being
say
pragmatic,
Haryana,
that's why.
Ayaram, Gayaram. Now it's Aya Nitish, Gaya Nitish. They're playing a new Indian political league here. And we were suspecting this. I think Laluji said it earlier to the Congress leadership that don't trust Nitish. He has done this before. We can't trust him and he may do this. This is only it appears to be, this is an understanding with Modi ji and Shah. Nitish played this game, joined the opposition I.N.D.A, and at the right moment, just before the Lok Sabha elections, he want to leave. And this is, I think, they conspired it before itself. And we are not perturbed with it, nor we are scared of this. We were suspecting this, and the Congress is not playing any hard bargaining here. We are ready to accommodate all other friendly parties in I.N.D.A. And let me remind other friends.
No, but you haven't been able to stitch an alliance in any state. You haven't been able to allocate seats anywhere, Madhu.
Rahul, in 2004, India shining, Vajpayee was the tallest leader. People thought BJP's Vajpayee is coming back. And you've seen the Srimati Sonia Gandhi's leadership accommodating Mayawati to Samajwadi, left parties, and stitched an alliance